Probably, probably so. It's gonna be a quick game.
Yeah, that could be a quick one. Man, listen, I think it's just awesome because you all four of the teams, South Gibson and Lexington.
Pregame, the massive amounts of travel tonight in the second round across the state, but you're not eliminating your own region. So obviously Crockett and Dyer and South Gibson and Lexington can all advance into the 6:32. We're about to take you down to Johnny Hill Stadium. Stevie Ray and Scott coming up momentarily. Let's give you some state scores because they are underway. I didn't have as many last week because of the Thursday nights, but everybody's playing tonight. Blackman leads Dobbins-Bennett 7-0 early. Forest leads Gatlinburg-Pittman 7-0. Greenville over White County 14-0. Happy Valley and Bledsoe tied at 6. Sevier County leads Walker Valley 13-0. Again, these are early. Anderson County all over Stone Memorial 23-0. Joe Burns leads Coalfield 7-0. It is Eagleton Academy over Grundy County 7-0. Knox Halls over Lawrence County 7-0. Maryville leads Riverdale 12-0. It is Sequatchie County over Meigs County 7-6. Powell and Lincoln County are tied at 8 right now. Red Bank leads Gibbs 7-0. Sale Creek and Rockwood tied at 7. Boyd Buchanan leads Grace Christian 7-0. And BGA leads Grace Christian of Knoxville 14-7. So those are some of the early state scores tonight in the Eastern Time Zone. Of course, we'll have all those finals coming up a little bit later on. If you're staying around the house tonight, want to check out what's coming up tonight on the sports note, college basketball underway. Several college basketball games underway here on this Friday night. Duke leads Indiana State in the first half 30-14. Kentucky all over Eastern Illinois 36-15. Still got number 11 Texas Tech in Milwaukee tonight. Number 21 Arkansas and Sanford. Number 23 Creighton taking on Maryland Eastern Shore. Number 6 Michigan in Fort Worth tonight to take on TCU. Number 14 Illinois has got Colgate. Number 18 North Carolina and North Carolina Central. Big one tonight in L.A. tonight. Number 5 Arizona takes on number 15 UCLA. And number 19 Gonzaga's at Arizona State. That's on the college basketball front tonight. College football, if you're staying around the house tonight, we do have college football coming up here just to kick off in Louisville. Clemson's at number 20 Louisville in the ACC. On Fox tonight at 8, Minnesota's at number 8 Oregon. Tomorrow, college football begins 11 o'clock. Wisconsin's at number 2 Indiana. South Carolina at number 3 Texas A&M. Number 9, Notre Dame's at number 22, Pittsburgh. Number 18, Michigan's at Northwestern. Number 24, South Florida's at Navy. Arizona's at number 25, Cincinnati tomorrow. Also, Arkansas will be at LSU at 11:45. Tennessee Tech's at Kentucky at 12:30. 2:30 ABC will have number 11, Oklahoma, at number 4, Alabama. Central Florida's at number 6, Texas Tech tomorrow afternoon. NC State at number 15, Miami. Number 16, Georgia Tech's at Boston College. Number 21, Iowa's at number 17, USC. Number 19, Virginia's at Duke tomorrow. Also, coming up tomorrow night, Memphis will be at East Carolina. That's on ESPNU tomorrow at 3. Tennessee's got homecoming tomorrow in Knoxville. Number 23, the Vols take on New Mexico State at 3:15 at Neyland coming up tomorrow. Bill Belichick in North Carolina will be at Wake Forest tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night on NBC, UCLA's at number 1, Ohio State. Number 10, Texas at number 5, Georgia. Virginia Tech's at Florida State. Mississippi State at Missouri tomorrow night. TCU's at number 12, BYU coming up tomorrow night. NBA games going on. The Cup, it's the NBA Cup tonight. Miami Heat lead the Knicks in New York right now 28-22. The Nets lead Orlando 32-22. Coming up tonight in the NBA, Philadelphia's at Detroit, Portland at Houston. The Hornets are in Milwaukee. The Kings take on Minnesota. The Lakers are in New Orleans. The Clippers take on the Dallas Mavericks tonight, and the Warriors are in San Antonio to battle the Spurs. The NFL got started last night with Week 11. It was the New England Patriots going to 9-2 as they beat the Jets 27-14. It is a Sunday morning on the NFL Network from Madrid, Spain, 8:30 Sunday. The Washington Commanders will take on Miami. Coming up noon on Fox on Sunday, the Panthers will be in Atlanta. Tampa Bay's at Buffalo. The Texans are in Nashville to take on the Titans. The Bears at Minnesota. Green Bay's at the Giants. Cincinnati's at Pittsburgh. The Chargers are in Jacksonville. Late afternoon game, a big one in the West. Seattle's at the Rams. The 49ers take on Arizona. The Ravens will be in Cleveland. Kansas City is at Denver. Sunday night will be Detroit at Philadelphia, and the Monday night football game will be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. So that is what's coming up if you're staying around tonight and for the weekend. I'll come back and wrap up our in-studio portion of the Newble Heating and Air pregame, run over all the games again tonight, and give you some scores of some games, again, updated some state games that are already underway. It is the Newble Heating and Air pregame. We are with you for a few more minutes. Stay with us. We are the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
.640 as we wrap up our Newble Heating and Air pregame tonight. Early scores again across the state. Dobbins-Bennett trailing Blackman 14-0. Greenville leads White County 14-0. Anderson County over Stone Memorial 23-0. It's Coalfield leading Joe Burns 12-7. Maryville leads Riverdale 12-0. Powell over Lincoln County 16-8. And Sequatchie County leads Meigs County 7-6 right now. Boyd Buchanan now 21-0 over Grace Christian out of Franklin. 1A tonight, Fayetteville at Dresden, Greenfields at McKenzie, South Fulton at Richland tonight, and 2A Mount Pleasant Milan. That's the game we'll have here. Peabody's at East Robertson, Huntington at Lewis County, and 3A Westmoreland's at Westview, Dyersburg at Fairview, Sycamore's at Covington. 4A tonight, Spring Hills at South Gibson, Lexington at Springfield, Crockett County's at Pearl Cohn, and Dyer County at Marshall County. In 5A, Nolensville at Henry County, Munford's at Hendersonville Beach, and on the Division II side, again, it's JCS at Nashville Christian, Middle Tennessee Christian at TCA, and DCA at USJ. We'll have all those games coming up tonight. At halftime, we'll have scores on the Precision Auto Body of Mandy Pierce for Circuit Court Clerk half. And then after the game, it is the second playoff edition of the Milan Prevention Coalition School Board coming up this evening. Appreciate you for listening to the Newble Heating and Air pregame. If somebody's alive in the county next week, which I think there's a good chance, we'll be back with you next Friday night for the quarterfinals. Steve Heyman, Scott Massey with coverage from Johnny Hill Stadium. That's coming up next. We thank you for listening to the Newble Heating and Air pregame. Kickoff on the way between Mount Pleasant and Milan on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
From Johnny Hill Stadium, welcome to the second round of the TAAA High School Football State Playoff. Stevie Ray Heyman filling in simply, listen, and when I say this, filling a void, not replacing, okay? Filling a void for Sam McElroy. Please keep Sam in your prayers. His uncle passed away, and Sam is in Decaturville, Alabama. with the funeral service today and with the family today, and that took place, so keep Sam in your prayers. However, Scott Massey back in the house again for the second round of the playoffs. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, Steve. Good to have you here tonight. And Sam, I know you're listening, and we're praying for you and praying for your family, and definitely thinking about you. And so we'll hopefully Bulldogs going to get this win tonight and advance to next week, and we'll see you here next Friday night, Sam.
We'll get you a victory, Sam, and that'll be our gift to you during these tough times, sir. Hey, our pregame is brought to you by Newble Heating and Air. Jeff Newble, great guy, does fabulous work. Jeff Newble of Newble Heating and Air, bringing you our pregame, and we'll jump into the coin toss and the starters coming up in a matter of moments. Scott, the Bulldogs last week, I worked actually a funeral, but I did hear a lot of the game because they were letting the dogs out a whole lot last week during the funeral, weren't they?
Yeah, last week the Bulldogs, a very efficient game for them. I think when I listened to your interview with Coach Comer this morning, he said he thought that was probably their most complete game for all three phases, offense, defense, special teams. And I will agree, Bulldogs last week, they just put the clamp down on defense on Mace, held them scoreless for their third consecutive shutout, held Mace to only 122 yards total offense for the entire game. And the offense very efficient. And Aiden Pennington, the freshman place kicker for the Bulldogs, kicking that 36-yard field goal right before half, just doing it all for the Bulldogs there. And then second half just kind of took control and never let up.
Yeah, what about the Bulldogs? 3 shutouts in a row.
Yeah.
Right?
I was telling somebody today, I don't believe they've allowed a point since before fall break, and that was at Union City. So it's been a while. That Bulldogs defense is just, it's unbelievable, and each and every week when we think, okay, this might be the week where the opponent's a little bit different, going to throw something at them, the Bulldogs defense just rises to the occasion. And even last week, we had some second-teamers in there against the first team of Mace and still held them, scoreless and even caused a turnover. Last week, the Bulldogs forced 3 turnovers on defense as well. So that's the strength of this team right now, and I think Coach Comer is aware of that. So he'd like to get a lead and then just turn it over to the defense, and that's kind of been the formula for success for the Bulldogs this year.
And let the folks know, this was not a typical number 4 team coming out of Memphis. This was Mace. They just happened to win a single-A title last year, right?
That's right. And Mace last week, the defending 1A state champion, they were actually tied for second in their region. It was just a 3-way tie. It was
and
just
they lost the breaker.
The tiebreakers is what caused them to be the 4 seed. It's not your typical 1 seed versus 4 seed last week where you have a team that barely just, ekes into the playoffs. Mace was a very, very good team with a lot of great athletes, great coaching there. Bulldogs, like I said, they did not take them lightly. They were ready to play, and they executed what the coaches wanted them to do.
Do you know that they did lose their starting running back in about week 8? He went down with an injury, was gone for the year, and, boy, that had to be a lot of their offense because they were shut out their last 3 games. They finished with being shut out 3 times. Right?
Yeah, you could tell that their offense was missing something, and it was their starting running back, like you said. I think it was week 8 as well. But Mace, great team. Bulldogs came to play. Now it's time for the second round of the playoffs. Got another great test ahead of them, a little bit different type of test. Last week, we saw Mace. They have speed everywhere. They can get it to their playmakers. Mount Pleasant tonight, the 2 seed out of Region 5 2A, they're going to do a little bit of everything. They throw the ball extremely well, got a good running back as well, great receiver, good quarterback. So going to be seeing something a little bit different tonight for the opponent, for the Bulldogs.
There are no common opponents. I checked that, so there are none from the season. I'll just give you a couple of opponents that you might be familiar with. Okay, this team, Mount Pleasant, defeated Riverside just a few years out from a state title, right?
Right.
Beat them 50-14. They beat Scottsdale 49-0. They beat Adamsville 28-0. And Lewis County beat them 27-16. And that is where tonight, speaking of Lewis County, Huntington is going to, where I think they're a favorite. I'll just be honest with you. I think Huntington would be a favorite over Lewis County, wouldn't you think?
I think so. I think, we've always talked about how tough our region is year in, year out. This year for Region 7 2A is no different, with Milan and Huntington. Peabody finishing as the 3 seed. I mean, Peabody was 9-0 going into 8-0 going into the last 2 weeks, and they're a 3 seed, going on the road this week. So very tough competition that the Bulldogs have played. Maybe we'll see from that region that Mount Pleasant and Lewis County are in. See if they're able to step up to the test. But we're focused on this one tonight with Mount Pleasant Tigers coming in here at 9-2. Very good football team, good record. Bulldogs going to have to play their best tonight to move on.
You got it. Our halftime guest will be the president of the Milan Home Run Club at halftime. Scott Massey will join us for I would like to talk to you a little bit at halftime about because you're just starting the fundraising, so to speak, with the signs and everything.
Yeah.
And that'll be here before you know it, right?
That's right. That's right.
We'll
There's always fundraising going on for something, so we'll be glad to talk about that at halftime.
The choir, and I do happen to have a granddaughter in the choir, Grinley, very proud of her. She's in the choir. They are joining the band for the national anthem. They do an absolute fabulous job down there, and they're going to be singing here in a matter of moments. And so as we get ready for the band, you're listening to the Newville Heating and Air pregame on the Victory 93.7. Soon to come will be our coin toss, being brought to you by the Bank of Milan. Scott Massey will have our starters, courtesy of Alexander Thompson Arnold, PLLC, and I cannot remember who does first down and penalties to save my life.
Well, I'm sure we'll have enough first downs tonight to talk about the S&S insurance, and there may be a few penalties tonight as well.
And might be one or two. Hope not, to be honest with you. I hope all you're talking about are first downs, and I hope they're wearing purple when you get those, right?
That's right.
But we're looking forward to it. Hey, we'll go back to the studios during our Newville Heating and Air pregame. We'll be back here coming up in a matter of moments, getting ready for round 2 of the TSSAA State Championship. Well, the state championship round. We're in round number 2. The loser, they can start getting ready for basketball, to be honest with you. And for the winners, if it's Milan, we pray that it is. They're at home next week for sure. We know that for sure. They'll take on the winner of, boy, this will be a dandy, huh? East Nashville and Fairleigh.
I was telling somebody today that we were talking about this. I said, I think that is going to be the game in the state this week for all classifications. Two great teams. I'm glad we're not having to deal with both of those tonight. But, yeah, that's going to be a big one down there in Memphis tonight.
I'm with you on that. To the studios we go. Robin Coota's there. He'll be giving you scores of games throughout the evening as well. And we will be back here live at Johnny Hales Stadium here on the Victory 93.7.
Hi, this is...
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee.
A variety of healthcare options and want to encourage you to reach out to us for any needs. We're located at 8017 Dogwood Lane and can be reached at 731-686-8373.
Did that old clunky water heater finally check out? Is the old set of logs finally down for the count? Let Gibson County Utility District get you back up and running in no time. Their super service team can tackle any job, big or small, from a simple cleaning and relighting to piping an entire house and installing new gas appliances. Don't let another day go by without the very best that GCUD has to offer. Financing and rebate plans are available, so appliances can be surprisingly affordable. Call Gibson County Utility District today, 855-1441, to schedule an inspection. Make an appointment with our sales staff or for any other questions that may arise. As always, Gibson County Utility District strives for better living in your community.
Be in control of your finances wherever life takes you. At Leaders Credit Union, we offer convenient, secure, and free digital banking. With our mobile app, budgeting tools, credit score monitoring, online statement hub, and more, managing your money has never been easier. Experience the convenience of digital banking with Leaders and discover your financial champion for life. Visit leaderscu.com to get started today. Leaders is federally insured by NCUA.
Top of the hour time brought to you by Centennial Bank, proud to serve the community since 1916. Member FDIC.
The Victory. TKB Atwood Milan.
By the Milan High School band. Fabulous job. Great job by the chorus for Milan High School / Milan Middle School. Man, they do a great job, and they are loud. So, man, wonderful job. How about we get into your Alexander Thompson Arnold PLLC starters, and Scott Massey has those for us as we get ready for this second round game. Scott?
All right, so the starters tonight for the Bulldogs. First, we're going to start on offense at quarterback number 8, Zach Summers. At running back number 5, Jaden Pete. Wide receiver number 1, Sonny Johnson. Another wide receiver, number 7, Jaden Cole. At the other receiver, number 11, Jay Donaldson. At tight end, we got number 45, Michael White. At left tackle tonight, we got number 63, Beef Morris. At left guard, number 70, C.T. Williamson. At center, number 75, Mason Allen. At right tackle tonight, we're going to have number 71, Jacoby Wilkes. And then at right tackle, Jacoby Wilkes, right guard. Right tackle, we're going to have Briar Smith. And that's the starters for the Bulldogs offense. On defense for the Bulldogs, starting at left end, we have number 45, Michael White. Starting at defensive tackle, we have number 65, Lincoln Reel. At the other defensive tackle, number 70, C.T. Williamson. At right end, we have number 87, Manny Pittman. At linebacker, we have number 9, Tavon Harrell. At linebacker, number 5, Jaden Pete. At the other linebacker, number two, Carson Kelly. At cornerback, number 1, Sonny Johnson. At the other cornerback, number 3, Tyree Armstrong. At safety, number 10, Ty Hollingsworth. And at safety, number 4, Terrence Moses. And those are going to be your starters for the Bulldogs on offense and defense for tonight. We do not have the starters for Mount Pleasant, so we're just going to roll with the Bulldogs tonight.
We'll figure it out once they get going. Captains are meeting at the 50-yard line. Again, your starters being brought to you by Alexander Thompson-Arnold, PLLC, here on the Victory 93.7. The captains are making their way to midfield. That would be C.T. Williamson. Also, that's Macon Allen making his way out there, Terrence Moses, as well as Jaden Pete. On the flip side of things, let me see if I can figure this one out for Mount Pleasant. All right, that would be number 22, Carter Dunn. And that's the only number I spotted. You said number 1, okay, Jaden McClure. And I will tell you, this Mount Pleasant is white tops, scarlet pants, number 10, Cale Scott. And we'll figure the other one out as we get ready for the coin toss. Being brought to you by your friends at the Bank of Milan. Paid a little visit to them. And number 14, Peyton Nyhouse. There you go. So,
yeah, he's going to be the primary receiver there for number 10, Cale Scott. So we'll be talking about number 14, Peyton Nyhouse, a lot tonight at receiver. He's amassed almost 1,000 yards receiving already this year. So going to be a primary focus for the Bulldogs on defense tonight.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at the uniform. The pants are kind of a scarlet color, right? Kind of a red color, white tops. They wear the scarlet numbers, got blue trim around them, white helmets. It looks like the old, and this is for a lot of people, Medina Middle School, except the pants are scarlet instead of orange. And that's what Medina Middle School wore many years ago.
And when I saw them warming up, I kind of thought maybe they looked a little bit like the road jerseys for Henry County.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
Got the white helmets with the red numerals and white tops, red pants. Milan won the toss. They will decline and defer.
Okay.
Mount Pleasant, they're going to be going, see which way we're going to be facing. They're going to be going right to left facing the chow wagon. And so they're going to be kicking off, or the Bulldogs are going to be kicking off to Mount Pleasant going left to right.
There you go. You could have said defending the radio station, but that's okay.
Hey, Sam, he talks about chow wagon all the time, so he said we're going toward the chow wagon.
That's okay. Hey, let's get our final break in very quickly. Again, we're on the Newble Heating and Air pregame, wrapping it up for you, getting ready for the kickoff. Moments away, brought to you by Paul Trimmer Auto Body. It's the Bulldogs, and it is from Mount Pleasant. They would be the Tigers, and it's coming up on the Victory 93.7.
High Point Store.
Straight up 7 o'clock. What a beautiful evening it is in West Tennessee. How blessed we are on the second Friday on what would be the 14th day to have a kickoff temperature of 63 degrees, Scott. How crazy is that?
Well, it's about 70 degrees up here in the press box, so we're good either way.
Yeah, this ain't bad. This is really nice. Bulldogs, as Scott mentioned, will be moving from our left to the right. They'll be going toward the radio station. Meanwhile, Mount Pleasant's headed for the chow wagon. That's for you, Sam. And again, our prayers with Sam McElroy, and y'all keep him in your prayers in the loss of his uncle. Very close to his uncle. Sam shared that he actually lived with his uncle at one time. and I don't know when that was, but very close and had a part of the service and is with the family, so keep him in your prayers if you would. All right? So here we go, Scott. What do you think? Kick it deep or pooch it down there to about the 30-35?
I think what Pennington's been doing lately, just been pooching it inside the 30. Let's see what we get here.
About the out of bounds, I think it'll go out. It does at about the 17, and they're going to get pretty good field position out of that to start that, unless they choose to kick it again. I doubt they will. We haven't even started the clock, and we already have an S&S insurance penalty.
Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance 686-8334. With that kick out of bounds, Mount Pleasant, they are going to accept the penalty there. So they're going to start 1st and 10, going right to left from their own 35-yard line. We'll get a good look here at this high-powered offense of Mount Pleasant early. Like I said, number 10, Cale Scott, is their quarterback. You're going to see a lot of passing out of him. His primary target, number 14, Niehaus. We're going to be calling their names a lot today. Hopefully the Bulldogs can get some pressure on him.
Decent size, not massive, but decent size on the front. Man goes in motion. They're going to hand the football off. Turns the corner, 35-40. Not bad. Still on his feet. Look out, 45-50. He's still going, 45-40 to the 35. Stutter step at the 30. Finally, Terrence Moses knocks him out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Scott, he just came back, had nothing on the right side. He just reversed the field and came this way.
Yeah, they just handed off to the running back there, number 6, Caden McCrory. Just took it around the right side there. Looks like Bulldogs had him there for about a stop of 5 yards. He just kept pushing and pushing, kicked it out to the left side, came all the way to this side of the field, took it all the way inside the 25-yard line, where it's going to be S&S Insurance first down for Mount Pleasant, going right to left at the 25-yard line. We do have a stoppage. It's a clock.
Took 2 seconds.
It took the first play of the game for there to be a clock malfunction.
For the record, that may have taken just a bit longer than 2 seconds.
Right.
Listen, it was at 2 seconds before the cutback, okay?
That's right.
I can guarantee you that. That was a heck of a job of the running back. I mean, he had nothing over there, and he cut it back, and if the defensive end doesn't hold containment there, he's going to flip the corner, and he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, good run there. We talked about number 6, Caden McCrory, for them. So far on the year, he's had 130 carries, 866 yards, and 19 touchdowns. So he's used to carrying the ball and carrying it very successfully. Bulldogs maybe were expecting them to pass there, but maybe this just settle everybody down here, and we'll see what we can do. Clock, they're still working on it. They've got at 11:53 when the clock stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they're going to be all right with that.
I'm assuming the play clock is all right. We are talking about the game clock, by the way, y'all.
Yep.
The play clock, I think, should be fine. Did not see any issue with it on that first play. But, boy, long gain all the way from the 35 to the Milan 24 on the first play from scrimmage. Pretty decent crowd here on a pretty good weather night. And, again, a lot of times, Scott, the first and the second rounds just don't draw just massive crowds. Not always, but look out for next week.
Yep.
You just pray there's a next week.
That's right.
But if there is, look out.
Looks like that the officials are going to send someone up here to the press box to keep the clock up here. So he's getting an escort from the police up here. So the officials have called both teams to their sidelines for a break here while we wait on that. So Bulldogs are going to be on defense. Mount Pleasant's going to have it 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs' 24-yard line going right to left.
Gotcha. By the way, Chris Johnson checking in on the Elite Dental Care text line. He's listening to me and Scott Massey. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. He refers to me, he's always called me this, Mr. Notre Dame.
Mr. Notre Dame.
Well, we got a tough one tomorrow. We have Pittsburgh, and they're not bad. I mean, they're pretty good, and game day's there. I ain't figured that one out yet. But
you mean y'all are playing a ranked team?
Well, it's been a day or two. We opened up with Miami and Texas A&M, and then things got really good for us, and I started looking to see who we played, and I said, there's a reason things got pretty good for us. I mean, I'm not one of those that, man, I look at the opponent, and I think, there's a reason we won those. Oh, yeah. But, it is Pittsburgh. Then Tennessee's got New Mexico State, right?
New Mexico State.
That's
a get-right game. They had the bye week last week to kind of get healthy, maybe try to get some guys back in rhythm, get some younger guys back in play. Yeah. So should be an easy win for the Vols tomorrow before they finish up with at Florida and then Vanderbilt.
And then Vanderbilt, yeah. Officials making his way up here. See him right here, escorted by one of the SROs to get him up here into the press box to run the clock here. And while he's doing that, we just want to mentioned that we'll try to keep up with some of the other games. I do know, Robin, there will be a big concern, obviously, with the game at Memphis Fairleigh. I don't think that's going to be an easy one to get a score on. It usually is not out of Memphis, but East Nashville at Memphis, they're playing at Freeman, I think, at Freeman Field. Yeah. And that'll be one of big interest. Of course, Peabody Golden Tide definitely will be one there at East Robertson. That is about a 3.5-hour trip for you folks. If you want to know how far East Robertson is from here, it's 3.5 hours. It's like flip side of Clarksville.
Yeah, when I was checking it out, I saw it's near Portland.
So. That train whistle Portland's got. Oh, man. So it's up there. Man, they got some good football up that way. Springfield and them, and, Clarksville's got some decent teams. But good luck to the Golden Tide, man. We're pulling for our county school. South Gibson at home in round number 2 of the playoffs as well, pulling for the Hornets. So pulling for all 3 of our Gibson County schools that are in action. So the Dogs of Milan get a little bit of a respite while the official gets into the press box just right next to us, and we'll get ready for the second snap of this football game with the clock at 11:50 after what was a really, really long run from the 35 all the way to the Bulldog 24. After nothing on that right side, he just flipped the field. And so here we go with a 1st and 10 from the Milan 24. Going to toss it out here, and it's going to be caught for a short gain to the 23 and no more. He picks up 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. That's a pretty good diving catch, though. I'll say that for the youngster, Scott.
Yeah, quarterback there, he just took it from shotgun, faked the handoff to the running back, threw a little screen pass. It was out in front of him a little bit, did a good job to make the catch, but when he caught it, he had to dive for it. So only a gain of 1, 2nd down, 9 to go for Mount Pleasant, going right to left at the Bulldog 23-yard line.
Do it about 7 or 8 yards to pick up a yard. Does happen. So 2nd down and 9. Let's see how the Bulldogs defense will respond here. Quarterback being Cale Scott. He's a junior, by the way. The running back, McCrory, you'll hear his name. He likewise is a junior. There are a lot of juniors on this team. They're going to be pretty good next year. Long count, 2nd and 9, and he wants to throw. Going to toss one over the middle, incomplete.
Yeah, I think we got a hand on that.
Yeah. Someone got a hand on it? Good deal. It fell at his feet, incomplete. He was pretty well covered anyway, but was trying to toss it to just a little bit out of the backfield, really, to be honest with you, and it was a safe pass, but someone got a hand on it, as Scott said. So 3rd down and 9. Clock stopped at 11:08. We've almost played a minute in this one. Who brings us the first quarter, by the way? It is Precision Auto Body. And I got some great locations. Make it easy. Martin and Milan and Dyersburg. So you got 3 choices. I know nothing about the kicking game of Mount Pleasant.
I was watching them in warm-up. Very good kicker.
Got a good one?
Good
okay,
kicker. Yeah.
So, right here, you're looking at a 40-yarder if they gain nothing more. Quarterback's going to throw. He's in trouble. He's going to toss it over. Got a man open, caught inside the 20, and Pete on the tackle, about the 18, maybe the 19, and decision time right now for Mount Pleasant, looking at about a 19, you're looking about a 36-yarder.
Yeah,
if they choose to kick.
Yeah, he made the pass. He stepped up in the pocket there, and looks like it's going to be a 4th down and 3 to go. Good job by that Bulldogs defense. They're going to bring their kicker out at number 32, Braden Case. Going to come out and kick for Mount Pleasant here. Bulldogs got to make sure not to jump off sides here on defense. He's going to be kicking it from the right hash, going right to left, 0-0.
Got it.
10:30 to go here in the first quarter.
About a 34-yarder. They gave him a pretty good spot, to be honest with you. And they're not going to fake it, are they? They step out of. They said about step out of. They're not going to call timeout now.
Going to call timeout. I think they were trying to catch the Bulldogs, jump off sides there. Bulldogs defense did a good job. I think when they come out of this timeout here, you might see Mount Pleasant come come out and maybe even try to go for it. We'll see.
Security Bank and Trust timeout. We'll take one with them. We're scoreless. 10:15 to go in the first. Back after this on the Victory 93.7.
Hello, Gibson County.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
I said, I'd kick it if they got a good kicker. That's why Scott's paid the big dollars. That's why he's here. They're going for it.
Going for it. Going to have 4th down, 3 to go at the Bulldogs 17-yard line, going left to right.
But they put it in the air on 4th down and a short 3, and they are going to throw. Quarterback looking, going to throw one into the end zone. It is intercepted at the goal line. He's going to bring it out. 5
Hollingsworth.
15-20, 25-yard line, and an interception, and a flag comes in. That's going to be just a sideline warning. Don't panic on that. Don't panic. But Milan picks it off at the goal line, really about, I'm going to say, about a yard deep in the end zone maybe. He was right at about the goal line and took it back all the way. And that fourth down stop, courtesy of Jack Holland, Marine Corps Detachment. Who was on the pick again, Scott?
That was number 10, sophomore Ty Hollingsworth. So on that play right there, it looked like that the quarterback, Cale Scott, looked like he had a receiver open running down the seam, kind of floated it out there. Ty Hollingsworth came from a safety position, jumped in front, made a great catch, brought it out all the way to the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
How about that?
Going left to right at their own 25. 10:05 to go here in the first quarter. We're scoreless.
All right, so the Dogs will have it at 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Let's see if Milan can put something on their first offensive possession of the ball game, where they're going to hand it off for not a single yard. Was that Pete on the carry for nothing? So Pete got nothing. Someone got penetration. Number 54, I believe, is the youngster on the tackle, E.J. Dewberry, and if it's him, he's a freshman. Offensive, defensive lineman, 54. Got in there and made the tackle right at the 25. Not a gain. It is 2nd down and about a 10 spot.
Yeah, it looks like Manny Pittman's going to check into the game to add a second tight end here, bringing one of our receivers out, maybe get a little extra blocking here. 2nd down, 10 to go. Pete in at tailback.
3-down lineman. They'll cheat one up on the left edge. They being Mount Pleasant. The Tigers are going to bring him off the left edge. They hand it off to Pete. Pete turns the corner. One man misses. The second man did not. Gain of 4, knocked out of bounds at about the 29. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about a half dozen. Pretty good job by Mount Pleasant stringing that out.
Yeah, and you can already tell in 2 plays, Mount Pleasant is firmly keying on Pete there. They're bringing their linebackers and safety, everybody watching them. This is kind of a spot here where in the past Summers had fake that, pull it, and throw a little slant to Sonny Johnson. Let's see what the Bulldogs here on this 3rd down, 6 to go from the 29-yard line going left to right.
So 3rd down and a half dozen, just underway, 9:20 remaining, and quarter number 1 clock is arrested because out of bounds. See if the Dogs can get a half dozen, and they're going to throw. Got one. Oh, he slipped and fell. Yeah, he slipped and fell. It is incomplete, and it'll be a punting situation, I suspect, right here, Scott, for the Dogs, and he'll put a foot into it. He slipped at the 35. He was right at the marker. He just lost his footing.
Yeah, we had Jay Donaldson there in the slot. He was just going to run a little 6-yard and out there. Summers made a good throw, but when Donaldson was in his break there, he just slipped and fell. So the ball fell to the ground. 4th down, 6 to go. Bulldogs, 9:16 to go here, first quarter. They're going to punt with Summers back in punting formation.
So Milan with a 3-and-out on their opening possession with 9:16 to go. And credit Mount Pleasant, they got no gain, only a gain of 4 on Pete's second run, and forced Milan into throwing the football. Receiver slipped, incomplete, so the Dogs are going to punt it away. And blocked. It is blocked by Mount Pleasant. That ball is going to roll dead at about the Mount Pleasant's going to pick it up now.
He's going to take it in.
Score. No, maybe not. He's to the 5. He's to the 2, and that is it. And knocked out of bounds. And wow,
Summers was back to punt there. It got blocked, and the ball just kind of fluttered back all the way around the 10-yard line, kind of wobbling around. Mount Pleasant picked it up, took it all the way. He looked like he was going to score. Tavon Harrell looked like he pushed him out of bounds, but it is going to be 1st and goal for Mount Pleasant at the Bulldog 2-yard line.
Carter Dunn was the young man, number 22, that picked the football up and took it down to about the 2. And credit Mount Pleasant, somebody got in there and got a hand on the football, and that thing went straight up.
They're in that red zone. They're in that high point storage red zone here.
Go. Mount Pleasant, I'm sure, on that first attempt, is probably going to keep that thing on the ground with McCrory. Nope, quarterback sneak. He
lost the yard, matter of fact.
He didn't get a thing. He may have, you're right, he may have lost one. If he got back to the 2, that's going to be a gift because, boy, Milan absolutely did no throwing on that line.
Right, he did lose the yard. Yeah. When they lined up on that, the quarterback there, Scott, he lined up in shotgun, then went under center real quick. Bulldogs defense was aware. And he lost the yard. So 2nd down and goal for Mount Pleasant at the 3-yard line going right to left.
Their second offensive possession, and this one starting at the 2 of Milan after the block punt. Hands the ball off to McCrory. No. He got maybe a yard, maybe a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line as McCrory from the 3 moves it to the 2. And once again, Milan can make a big play right here. This team has not been scored on since, well, the Halls did not. Union City, there you go. The game at Union City was the last time this team gave up any points, field goal, touchdown, anything. Unbelievable. So they'll send 2 left. They'll stay tied right, 1 man in the backfield. You know who that's going to be, McCrory. Quarterback is not going to be handing this off. I do not think he hand it off. No.
And he got nothing.
Nothing is right.
So they have run 3 plays inside the 5-yard line, started at the 2. It is now 4th and goal from the 2. So let's see if Mount Pleasant, see if they try to put some points on the board here.
I would.
Let's see if they go for it. If I was them, I'd probably go for the field goal as well, just to get something on the board.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you get a little bit of momentum. I mean, don't come down here and start a drive from the 2 and stop at the 2 after 4 plays, and they're not going to be in a big hurry. Let's see.
Yeah, I think they're thinking about it. They're going to take their time.
Yeah.
Clock ticks with 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 0-0. Mount Pleasant has it 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. Play clock's under 5 seconds. They're just going to call a timeout and think about it over here. So
I'm just a little shocked. Scott, I'm shocked they didn't roll that quarterback out there.
Right.
Timeout, Security Bank and Trust will take one with it. It's 4th down and 2. It's a big one. Back after this on the Victory 93.7.
Are you starting the...
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee.
Well, after the block punt and taking the block punt down to the 2-yard line, it was Carter Dunn that took it to the 2 from Mount Pleasant. They ran the running back up the middle, loss of 1. Quarterback up the middle, maybe the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
3rd down play, a yard. 4th down play, forthcoming. They ain't kicking. They are going for it. Scott, you're 2 for 2 on that.
Yeah.
I would have kicked. I would have got points. I know a lot of people say, well, you're down at the 2. Well, you haven't gone forward yet. Here we go. They are going to throw. Quarterback, no, they're going to hand it off, and he's at the goal line. Let's see.
And he got stopped. He is stopped at the goal line.
I did not see any arms go up, and the officials have not signaled. He did not get in. 4th down, Jack Collin, Marine Corps detachment stop. The Bulldogs hold. They go right side with the running back, McCrory, and Milan stopped him at the goal line. He did not get in.
Yeah, when he took that handoff to the right and he kicked it outside, it looked like he had a little bit of an opening there.
Yeah.
And then the Bulldogs stopped him. There was a big pile. He thought maybe that the Mount Pleasant linemen were going to push him in.
Yep.
That Bulldog defense rallied around and actually kept him out, pushed him out. Bulldogs 1st and 10.
Wow.
This is going to be from the 1-yard line here.
Not even the 1, brother. That ball's at the half. That is just outside the goal line. And Milan up under center. They'll hand the, nope, we got a penalty flag. Hey, listen, that's going to be a delay of game. I don't know if they got that off in time, Scott.
Yeah, I think this back judge here.
Well, how far can you move it back?
Not very far.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to go very far with it.
No, it looks like we got illegal participate. What are they doing here?
I have not seen a sign yet. Still waiting. Here we go.
Oh,
they're waving it, waving the flag off.
I think they did call a delay of game, but I think the play clock might have started a little early on that. So either way, Bulldogs going to line up 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line, going left to right. They're going to line up probably an I formation. That was the formation they showed there. If this offensive line can get a push here for the Bulldogs.
They need it. They're going to need it. Pete stands about 5 yards deep in the end zone, maybe. Under center. Pete's going to get it. I'm sure he does, and he'll carry it out to about the 3-yard line, maybe.
Yep. Good run
there.
Gain
of 2.5.
Yeah, gets it out to the 3, maybe the 4-yard line. Good push there by that offensive line. You got a new starter in tonight, number 71, Jacoby Wilkes in at right guard, running behind Mason Allen, the center as well. So it's going to be 2nd down, 3 to go for the Bulldogs. They do give him the 4-yard line.
They do.
Clock ticks with 6:30 to go here in the first quarter and a scoreless game.
Boy, we've had a stop by the Dogs.
Boy, we've had some excitement already in this first half of the first quarter.
I'm thinking about going down and going ahead and paying. You know, I didn't pay to come in, and I feel like I need to.
If anybody knows you, Steve, they know you're not paying, okay?
That ain't going to happen, yeah.
You're not spending any money.
I'm cheap. Second down, and it's about a 7 spot for the Dogs. They'll snap it at the 4-yard line, and they'll hand it off again, and not much. Maybe the 6, maybe the 7. It's going to bring up a third down and about, 4 yards maybe, Scott?
Yeah, looks like they're going to mark Pete at the 7-yard line, just short of it, so it's going to be a third down, 4 to go for the Bulldogs. Terrence Moses is going to check into the ball game here for Lincoln Real. Sonny Johnson going to check in as well. Maybe look for trying to get something to Moses on the outside, maybe an end around. We'll see what the Bulldogs draw up here. They really desperately need a first down here just to get some breathing room and let the defense rest some.
You got it. A first down would be huge right here.
So Moses in at tailback,
right.
Pete in at halfback here.
Yep. See who gets the call here. Let's see if the Dogs decide to keep it on the ground, and they are. And turning the corner, no. He ain't going to get there. He is effort. He is a yard. Wait just a minute now. Hey, listen, they were going to stop him at about the 8.
They're going to give him the first down.
He had to get to about the 11. He had to make the 11 to get a first down.
And they have ruled an S&S insurance. You know,
they didn't give him a chance of making
They
that.
had a chance at about the 8-yard line to get Moses. And when they wrapped him up, they kind of spun him forward, and Moses reached out and lunged to that 11 for that S&S insurance first down. Great run there by Terrence Moses. Bulldogs have it first and 10, little breathing room. Clock ticks with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Man, it is a game of inches. I realize that, but golly, that was huge because instead of it being 4th down and you're punting, now you get a fresh set of downs. 4:45 to go first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Precision Auto Body. See if the Dogs are going to overload the right side. They're going to put it in the air. They were going to. They showed they were going to until that penalty flag went flying.
They're going to get a false start here on Sonny Johnson, getting a little start. They looked like they were going to try a deep shot with Sonny there. Yep. This official right here in front of him is going to call him for a S&S insurance penalty first down. So back them up 5 yards. Bulldogs going to have it 1st and 15 at the 6-yard line.
So they back it up, as Scott said, to the 6, and instead of it being a 1st and 10 at the 11, now it's a 1st and 15 from the 6-yard line with 4.5 remaining in the first quarter. Again, first quarter courtesy of Precision Auto Body, as the Dogs of Milan will now try to find the 21.5-yard line. That's where they need to get for a first down. Going to throw the football, got it incomplete. Oh, man, hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
And it just is incomplete. Was that Johnson?
That's Sonny Johnson on a little
play. I think he's hurt.
Yeah, it was a play action where we faked the handoff to Pete, tried to throw it to Sonny on a slant here. It hit him off the hands a little high. Could have got it, but he took a hit from 2 different guys, and he is still down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Actually, I think the ball went off his hand before he actually got hit.
Right.
I think I don't think the contact had anything, and Johnson's going to come off under his own power, but he got rocked pretty good.
Yeah. Now, fortunately, he hops up, going to jog back over here through the sideline. He kind of gave a little look over there to the Mount Pleasant defense, let him know he's all right. He's going to have to sit out at least one play here. So Bulldogs so far not looking very smooth on offense, you know, everything. I know, starting from the 1-yard line, it's hard to look in sync and everything. But either way, second down, 15 to go, clock stop, 4:14 to go here in the first quarter.
See if the Dogs can come up with something on this second, as Scott mentioned, in 15. They'll snap it at the 6. Again, they got to get to about the 21-yard line or just across the 21. They'll give it to Moses on the sweep left side. Let's see if he can cut it inside. He does to the 16-yard line. He got about 10. Bringing up third and very manageable.
We got a flag on the play.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if the official doesn't like our alignment.
Holding
on Milan.
Yeah, and that'll be 10 yards from where they tossed the hanky, and so Milan's now going to be snapping the football inside half the distance, actually, inside the 5. They'll snap it at the 3, so now it will be a second down and about, 18?
Second
maybe
down,
17?
Somewhere down 18, yeah. Moses just took that end around on the left side there. Pete was the lead blocker. Got a good run all the way up past the 15, but it's brought back because of a hold. So second down, 19 to go. They're actually staying on the scoreboard. 3:45 to go here in the first quarter.
I'm sure Sam Juice is. Moses part of the Red Sea on that run.
He hadn't said it yet.
Well, he can start using it.
And we've got to delay a game here on the Bulldogs.
Well, that's going to mark it from the 3 to the 1.5. So Milan just having trouble absolutely getting in sync. My goodness. And the Mount Pleasant kids are over there trying to get their crowd into it a little bit because Milan is absolutely going backwards. Now it's going to be second down at about 19 and a half, to be honest with you. Milan's got to make the 21-yard line for a first down, and they're snapping this inside their 2.
There we go.
My goodness. So second down and away. They're going to throw. Stepping up, looking, going to run with the football, trying to turn the corner, maybe the 6-yard line where he's pushed back. He really got hit. A lot of the Milan fans don't like it, but that's just clean hit. That was a clean hit.
Yeah, Summers, he dropped back to pass. Very dangerous there in the end zone, and he was able to run it out all the way to the 6-yard line. He took a hit, then maybe a little extracurricular activities that the Milan fans were not happy with. It's going to bring up a third down, 16 to go for Milan. Clock under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still tied 0-0.
So what do you dial up on third down and 16, Scott? Do you play it a little bit safe here because there's a lot of football to go, or do you throw one to the sticks? What do you think?
Yeah, let's see. We got Sonny Johnson is back in the game. We have Moses in, Jay Donaldson, Jay Cole in at receiver. We got 4 receivers. Pete in. Looks like Milan's going to call a timeout here and think about this.
Timeout being brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. We'll take one with them here on the Victory, 93-7.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
We've seen a little bit of everything. That ain't the case, but you got to admit this is a weird start to this football game, Scott. I mean,
very weird start for the Bulldogs here.
Yeah, we saw the block punt. We saw Milan with the big stance. We saw Mount Pleasant make the decision on 4th down and goal from the 2 not to kick the field goal and go up 3-0, right? They did not do that. And then Milan gets the stop, and then Milan kind of gets the first down, and they stub their toe with penalties, and they march themselves back, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 16, and Summers is going to throw the football, and oh my goodness, he was just about sacked at the goal line. He's going to throw one incomplete.
If he throws it to Pete here out of the backfield, he is wide open.
Wide open at the 15. Pete would have easily got a first down. He just didn't see him, but Summers was running for his life. He was pressured at the goal line, got away from one, stepped up to about the 5-yard line, had Pete at the 15, threw it at about the 35-yard line to a receiver that was there, and Milan's going to have to punt the football. The punter will be standing in the end zone, Scott.
Yep.
And Mount Pleasant's going to come out of this with pretty good field position with 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. Your first quarter brought to you by Precision Auto Body. By the way, Peabody is down 7-0. They're on the road at East Robertson, trailing in that one by a score of 7-0 late in the first quarter. A punt forthcoming here in just a matter of moments. And, I'm telling you, that was close to being blocked. And gathered at the 40, moves up to the 35, and Mount Pleasant's got really good field position. They'll go 1st and 10 from the Milan 35-yard line, Scott.
Wow. Summers did a good job to get that punt away. The snap was a little high. He was able to get it off and the receiver, Niehaus, he fielded it inside the 40, took it to the 34-yard line. So Mount Pleasant, once again, with great field position, going to have it 1st and 10, going right to left from the Milan 34-yard line. 2:14 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless.
Mount Pleasant picked up one first down. It was the first play from scrimmage where the guy took it from the 25 to the Milan 35 to the Milan 24, and Milan's had one first down, and that has been it. Looking to run the football around the right side, cuts it back in. Here comes a flag. That's going to be a penalty against Mount Pleasant, and S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized using the wrong insurance company. Scott will be awaiting your call at 686-8334, and if you don't answer the phone, who will?
Yeah, we're going to get a holding call here. Head official, back judge, he was ready for that. And so looked like Mount Pleasant was going to have a gain of 2 on that. Instead, it's going to be a 2nd down and 20 from the Bulldogs' 44-yard line.
I will say Caden McCrory is going to be tired when this one's over.
Yeah.
My goodness. Man, he has carried it a ton already, and we still got 2 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Give a shout-out to Bryce West. He's checking in on the Elite Dental Care text line. He is our Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment sponsor, and he's already got 2 of them already. I mean, we ain't even out of the first quarter. We've had a couple of them for you, Bryce. How about that? I'm in the golf tournament next year, by the way. All right, so they'll snap it at the 44. Pop it out here again. You know who's carrying it for him. My goodness, he is just bouncing off people. Gets to the 43, all of that for 1 yard. But, my goodness, McCrory was hit 3 times before he went down.
Yeah, they just did a little pitch to the right side there toward the Mount Pleasant sideline. Pete was there to initially meet him, and then looks like Lucas Morris was the one, Beef Morris, to make the tackle. They gave him a gain of 2. So second down, 18 to go, going right to left from the 42-yard line. 1:20 to go as the clock ticks left in the first quarter.
They'll spread it a little bit to left and right. Scott, the quarterback, wants to throw it. He does. Catch made 45, and one man misses to the 40.
We're missing a hold. There we go.
That's got to be a hold.
They were holding,
Thank you.
They were holding Tyree Armstrong the whole time. It finally took him throwing Tyree to the side. But either way, the receiver, Niehaus, he gets a gain of 5 there. So it looks like we do have a flag on the play. Going to be a holding on the receiver for Mount Pleasant. Going to be S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance, 686-8334. So it's going to back them up. Going to be a second down and 25 to go.
You know, that would have been one of those decisions where you think about declining it. I mean, it was going to be, they had the ball at the 39. It was going to be 3rd and about 15.
Yeah.
And that's one of those where you might teeter about and think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But Milan says, now let's back them up 10 and make it second down in the chow wagon.
That's right.
It's about it. Second down and 25. So
clock ticks under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Mount Pleasant's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Good
they're on the road in a 0-0 ball game against the undefeated Bulldogs of Milan. Mount Pleasant comes in with a record of 9-2. And here it comes on second down and 25. Quarterback looking. Quarterback gets away from 1, gets to the 45, and leans forward to the 44. Gains about 5. And that's probably going to be the final play of the quarter. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20. Mount Pleasant will snap it at the Milan 44-yard line when we come back with quarter number 2. Your first quarter brought to you by Precision Auto Body of Milan, Dyersburg, and Martin. Your score at the end of 1. Scoreless. Milan 0. Mount Pleasant 0. We'll hold it here just to make sure Mount Pleasant doesn't snap it. But with 4 seconds to go, they'll get them set at 3-2. They're not going to snap it. That's the end of the quarter. 0-0 your score. Back after this on the Victory 93.7.
Each fall, the excitement that surrounds the
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Let you know East Robertson leads it 14-0 over the Peabody Golden Tide. 0-0 is our score here. 0-0 with the Bulldogs, and this has been a crazy first quarter, Scott. And just to kind of recap it, okay? Milan kicks off. East Robertson first place from scrimmage, took that thing from the 35 down to the 24. Then Milan gets the ball after the stop. They block the punt. They take it down to the 2-yard line, and they run 3 plays up the middle for nothing. They go for it on 4th down. Milan gets the big, huge Jack Holland Marine Corps detachment stop. Milan can't move the football after a bunch of penalties. They punt, and here is the possession with a 3rd down from the 44-yard line. 3rd down at about 20 from Mount Pleasant to the Milan 44, and they are going to throw. And he's going to step up and throw a deep ball downfield, and it is. Did he catch it?
No,
he dropped it.
Great job by Tyree.
Woo-wee.
Actually, that was Dre Hawkins. Great job there.
You know, Mount Pleasant, the receiver, thought he carried it across the goal line before that ball came out.
Yeah,
but they ruled it incomplete.
The refs missed a holding call on Tavon Harrell going after the quarterback there around the left side.
Yeah.
Quarterback stepped up, made a pass all the way down to the goal line. Dre Hawkins, number 6, was right there, step for step for the receiver.
Yep.
Receiver went to jump for it, dove. Looked like he might have caught it for a second. And then when he went to the ground, the ball just popped loose.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
4th down, 20 to go. Looks like that Mount Pleasant is going to punt. They've got it 4th and 20 from the Bulldogs' 44-yard line. Sonny Johnson back, standing about his 10-yard line.
See if Sonny gets his hands on this one or if he is able to put it in the end zone. He takes his time and
they kick it away
from Sonny. And that is
let it go in the end zone.
He picks it up at the 2. Oh, boy.
The ball was going to go into the end zone.
Oh, no.
Sonny picks it up at the 2 and goes knocked out of bounds at the 3. So just when you think the Bulldogs might have a little bit of breathing room, they're going to start 1st and 10 from their – where are they going to mark it, at the 4-yard line?
At the 4. You got to let that ball skip in the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, that ball was headed to the end zone. Just back away from that. Hey, you're already standing, Scott, at the 2. What's the difference going to be if it does lay down and die?
Right.
You know?
Right.
You just, man, listen, all I know is my coach in high school said, you stand at the 10. If you take one step back, you take no more back. Just whatever happens after that, don't worry about it.
Pete in at tailback.
Here we go.
On this
We're
1st
all right.
and 10.
So Milan will start at the 4-yard line. They have not had great field position. I can guarantee you that. Pete's going to get the handoff, and he's going to carry it to the bounces off 1 and actually got to the 5. Yeah, he got to the 5. His forward progress was stopped there, and a gain of 1. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. I'm telling you what, credit Mount Pleasant, man. They're getting on the attack pretty good, Scott. They're getting to the ball.
They're doing a good job, like you said, rallying to the ball, making the tackle. Bulldogs there. Looked like Pete was going to try to kick it outside, bounce it. There was defenders right there waiting on him. So 2nd down, 9 to go for the Bulldogs. Looks like we've got Manny Pittman's going to be in there at tailback.
All right.
But Pete is going to be at quarterback.
And Pete's going to get the snap. Pete's going to carry the football to the 10. Pete's going to carry it not quite to a 1st down. He had to get to about the 14.
They're going to give it
close.
They moved it.
Really?
Yeah. Once again, very fortunate spot there.
Wow.
In that particular case there, Pete lined up as the direct snap there. Manny Pittman right beside him as the lead blocker. Pete just took it around the right end. Got enough for an S&S Insurance 1st down. 1st and 10 Milan at their own 14-yard line going right to left. 10:33 to go here in the 1st quarter.
Appreciate the spot.
2nd quarter, yeah.
All right, nice.
Carson Kelly in at tailback now.
Second, courtesy, by the way, of Premier Dental. Kelly is in for the Dogs. 10:20 remaining. They'll load up the right side. Let's see if Kelly's going to head that way. He is not. They're going to throw. Throwing the deep ball downfield, and he's open.
He got
it. 40, 25-30, 25-20. I believe he may score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
86-yard touchdown, right on the money from Zach Summers. Drop back, plenty of time. Throws a post to Sonny Johnson. He catches it in stride about the 50-yard line and then just outruns the defender. Great play for the Bulldogs. Much needed. Gets this crowd into it. But more importantly, Bulldogs on the board 6-0 with that Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown.
Summers hits Johnson, and it covers 86 yards. How about that pass?
On the money. Hey, great job by that offensive line to give him time. But he threw that on the money. Like I said, 50-yard line, caught it in stride. Aiden Pennington for the extra point, and he is true.
Beautiful. 7-0 Bulldogs lead after the Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown. With 10:04 remaining, we're back after this on the Victory 93-7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Circuit Court Clerk, Cindy Flowers, Treasurer.
I understand that Casey's prepping for next year. I did not know
No,
that.
you didn't know that. Pennington, the lineup for this kickoff here. Kickoff brought to you by Trimmers Auto Body. He's going to kick it around inside the 20. He's going to take it. He's got room.
40, 45, 50. 45-40, 35-30. My goodness, he takes it all the way to the 25-yard line of Milan. A huge return from Mount Pleasant. So just when the Bulldogs hit him with a little bit of a dagger, really just a punch, finally after you feel each other out in round number 1, Milan lands a blow, hits the big 86-yard touchdown, and Mount Pleasant returns it all the way to the Bulldog 25 yard line. My goodness.
Yeah, that was returned by number 6, Caden McCory, their tailback there.
He's got to be tired. I mean, that kid he's got almost every handoff. He just returned the kickoff to the 25. He probably drove the bus. I don't know if he's got a CDL. But, man, unbelievable. Is he in there? Golly, he's in there, and he's going to get the ball. And he looks for running room and just kind of spins his way forward for a couple of yards down to about the 23-yard line. Player's slow to get up for Mount Pleasant. Wearing the safety helmet, by the way. He's the only one that's got that kind of extra padding on his helmet.
You know, give credit there on that kick coverage there. Number 20 for Milan, sophomore Jeremiah Conley. He was the only thing that was stopping McCrory from taking that all the way. He actually ran him down from behind and dragged him down at the 25. So big props there. Let's see if that pays off for the Bulldogs. Mount Pleasant's going to have it 2nd and 10 from the Milan 23-yard line going left to right.
Cash Kimball checks in for Mount Pleasant. He's left. Shotgun, quarterback, handoff, and McCrory again, I'm guessing to about the 20, not much.
McCrory,
maybe 3. My goodness.
To the 20, So they're just right there at that high point storage red zone.
Right.
It'll be 3rd down, 5 to go for Mount Pleasant at the 20-yard line. McCrory, like you said, he's their workhorse tonight. He has done everything for them. Got his hands on his hips.
I guess so. I mean, so do you think 2 plays to get 5 yards, Scott? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, what they've shown us already tonight is they're willing to go for it on 4th down inside Bulldog territory. So 3rd down, 5 to go here. Play clock at around 10.
8.5 on the game clock in quarter number 2, brought to you by Premier Dental. And he wants to throw. Quarterback looking, throws it over the middle, got a man open. Oh, caught! Boy, he got tagged.
And he got the first down.
Terrence Moses said, how you doing?
Yeah, that was pass complete. Quarterback rolled to his left, looked back over the middle, hit number 1, Jaden McClure there.
Yep.
As soon as he caught it, Terrence Moses laid the hammer down on him. Good job to hang on to the ball there from McClure, but it is going to be enough for S&S Insurance first down for Mount Pleasant. 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 12-yard line.
They didn't get a first down at the 2. Milan up 7-0 after they hit the big 86-yard bomb from Summers to Johnson to make it 7-0. Big punt, a big kickoff return for Mount Pleasant. They moved.
Yeah, number 74.
Yeah. Moving on the play for Mount Pleasant, easy to spot, was Braxton Brady, the senior lineman. That's an S&S Insurance penalty. Well, you're getting your money's worth in this game.
Yeah.
Man, my goodness, on the penalty side of things. I mean, first down's not as much, but the penalties, yes. Don't be penalized choosing the wrong insurance company. Go with S&S Insurance. If you call 686-8334, Scott, if you don't answer the phone, will there be someone else to answer?
Yeah, Tammy will be there to answer as well.
All right, so a penalty makes it a first down and 15. They will snap it at about the 17-yard line. They're going to throw it out here. I have no earthly idea. That was incomplete. It was a forward pass.
And they're going to set something up. What they did there, they had stacked receivers on the left side. Quarterback just took the snap, threw it to the receiver in the back. What they're going to do later on, they're going to pump that, and they're going to have Niehaus go on a fly pattern. Let's see if the Bulldogs will be waiting on that. But he one-hopped that to him over there, so Bulldogs very fortunate to have 2nd down, 15 to go from the 17-yard line going left to right.
I'm not sure he didn't just one-hop that to him on purpose because he said, this is going nowhere.
Maybe.
I don't know if quarterbacks have that thing, but I would have. So it's 2nd down and 15. Going to throw again. Looking, going to throw one into the corner and incomplete.
Yeah, that was a great throw there. Good strong arm. His receiver there that was open at the goal line, he was kind of backpedaling there.
Carter Dunn.
Yeah, and the ball just a little bit too tall for him there. Bulldogs very fortunate. He's had a lot of time to throw the ball. We're not putting pressure
we're not
on
getting any on him, really not. And Carter Dunn's a young man that returned the punt down to the block punt. That was the youngster that took it down to the 2-yard line, and I thought it was going to score.
Big 3rd down here. Clock stop with 7:18 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0. Mount Pleasant. 3rd down, 15 from the 17-yard line going left to right.
Now, I will say this. If they don't get a pretty good chunk here, they're probably kicking a field goal after the timeout.
They're going to use their 3rd timeout here.
The Security Bank and Trust timeout, that'll be their 3rd and last timeout of the first half. 7:18 to go. Your 2nd quarter brought to you by Premier Dental, and we're back after this on the Victory 93.7.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
We'll have a plethora of them at the halftime. South Gibson is up 21-0 to start the second quarter. 21-0 in favor of South Gibson. East Robertson's up 14-7 over Peabody. Peabody has scored. That is now a 14-7, and we got another score.
Huntington was up 14-10 at Lewis County.
Huntington up 14 or 10 to Lewis. So here we go on a big 3rd down and 15. I'm going to say they're throwing, and they may just try to get it in the hands of McCrory.
Got the pressure this time.
Yeah, they got it.
Got it. Good job.
Boy, great job. Not a sack, actually, because I think he actually may have gained a yard.
They moved him back a yard.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Michael White, good pressure by the Bulldogs defense. They got pressure with the 4 down linemen there. Credit there to Lincoln Reel, Michael White, Manny Pittman, C.T. Williamson there, so the secondary could drop back in coverage. Michael White's the one who's going to get credit for the sack. So great job. They're going to bring on their kicker, number 32, Braden Case here. I watched him in warm-up, Steve. Has a very, very strong leg. He's going to put this down at the 25, right in the middle of the field. So it's going to be a 35-yard field goal going left to right with 6:40 to go here in the second quarter.
A chance to pull to within 4, down 7-0. Ball is down. Kick is in the air. Plenty of distance. That ain't the issue, and it is good. And Milan has been scored on for the first time in 4 games.
There you go.
Unbelievable. 7-3 is your score after the Paul Trimmer Auto Body and Towing field goal. We're back after this on the Victory 93-7.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
Down to needing a field goal at the end of the ball game, and they're inside about the 35. They got a shot. Yep, that kid's got a leg on him. That thing was high into the net.
That was over halfway up the net.
And no problem at all. Mount Pleasant has made this a 7-3 ball game. Stevie Ray Heyman, Scott Massey with you. Of course, be with Sam McElroy. Keep him in your prayers. There's a little pooch kick. That's going to bounce. That's a live ball, by the way. Milan picks it up, and the tackle made immediately at about the 39-yard line.
Jay Donaldson from Milan.
Attaboy, Jay.
Gets that, comes up and catches it off the hop there. So great field position. For the first time tonight, the Bulldogs have good field position at the 39-yard line, going right to left. So Bulldogs have first and 10, 6:31 to go here till half. Bulldogs up 7-3. Let's see what the Bulldogs can do here, see if they can answer on offense.
In the backfield is not Pete, is it? Is that Pete?
Yeah, Pete.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Could not see around Summers. Pete back there with Summers in the backfield. Receivers left, right. Man comes in motion toward us. And they're going to give the ball to Pete. Pete's going to go 40. Pete's going to go 45. Pete's still running 50. He's at the 45, 40. He may go. See ya. Bye-bye now. Touchdown Bulldogs. Pete has just taken that thing 61 yards for a touchdown.
Pete just took the handoff right up the middle. Great job there by our offensive line to open a hole up. He broke one tackle from the middle linebacker, kicked it out to the left side, running down the sideline nearest the Bulldogs, untouched all the way into the end zone. Great response there by the Bulldogs. Aiden Pennington coming on to add the extra point. Bulldogs up 13-3 with extra point pending.
Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown. And now we'll get the Paul Trimmer out of body and towing extra point, which is headed toward at Mayo. Did it get inside the left?
Yeah,
good. Well, after a first quarter that was, oh my goodness.
It was eventful, but it was scoreless.
Yeah. Second quarter, not the issue. Milan 14. Mount Pleasant 3. Back after this on the Victory 93-7.
Faith
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Well, the Bulldogs of Milan respond to the field goal by Mount Pleasant with about a 61-yard run by Jaden Pete after the short kick. And the Bulldogs of Milan have jumped out 14-3. Remember, Milan will get the ball to begin the second half, by the way. Kick gathered in at the 14 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30. And still on his feet, 22. Carries it to the 35. That kid's tough, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
they finally just now took him down, yeah.
Carter
He's
Dunn
a good ball player.
Finally goes down to the 35-yard line, and Mount Pleasant, decent field position to begin about their fourth possession of the ball game.
Yeah.
One of them was at the 2, I guess that counts. But, hey, man, so Mount Pleasant, who really, to be honest with you, outside of the long run from the first snap of the game, really has not just been super impressive offensively.
Oh, no,
really.
Yeah,
let's just be real honest.
That's right.
But I'll tell you what, their kicker can sure put a foot into it. My goodness. 2 receivers left and right.
Got 6:10 to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs up 14-3.
Scott says, let's try one to McCrory. We haven't done that. Oh, my goodness. That's not very Christian.
That's a game.
My goodness, Jaden Pete decked him.
He welcomed him to Milan right there.
Wow. You talk about getting hammered. That hurt after a 3-yard gain to the 39-yard line. My goodness. McCrory's probably thinking, I'm fine if you want to give that ball to someone else.
He's probably telling the quarterback, Scott, hey, if you want to fake the handoff once, then I'm all right with that. He's actually going to, he's standing right there beside Scott.
They don't want to. And they're going to pitch it over to McCrory, 35, and he did not get to the line of scrimmage. He didn't get there.
That's Pete, and that's Michael White.
Yep. White on the tackle for the Dogs across the way. And that's going to be a loss of about 1, bringing up 3rd down and 8 yards to go for Mount Pleasant. And a big stop here by Milan. They can get the ball back and add to an 11-point lead with still plenty of time, 5 minutes remaining here in your Premier Dental second quarter.
Yeah, that was just a little toss play to the left toward the Mount Pleasant sideline there. Good job there by Jaden Pete. That was also a good job there by Tavon Harrell to force it inside. Michael White cleaned it up. 3rd down, 8 to go. Big 3rd down here for Mount Pleasant going left to right.
3rd down and 8.
This is going to be a pass.
They are running the flea flicker, baby. And that's going to be
great job.
That's a great job of defense.
That is great coverage by Sonny Johnson. Great job, Terrence Moses as well.
Yep.
And
great job by Johnson. No penalty flags. I'm looking for a yellow hanky. There is none.
4th down.
So it'll be 4th down and 8. A little razzle-dazzle by Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, they just did a handoff, took it to the left side, pitched it to the receiver coming back. And as soon as he got it, he threw it to knee house, number 14, Sonny Johnson, right there on the coverage. Moses also as well over the top. So it's going to bring up their punter here on 4th down and 8. Number 32, Braden Case, going to punt for them. Sonny Johnson back to return. He's standing inside his own 25-yard line.
With 3 fours on the scoreboard. 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go. Punter kind of takes his time, looks for a spot, and let her rip Tater Chip. And he gets a good foot into it, and that is going to take bounces straight up. Now it gives a bounce for Mount Pleasant inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. Bulldogs will go on offense. 1st down and 10 at the 27-yard line with 4.5 minutes remaining here in your Premier Dental second quarter. Well, after a scoreless first quarter, Summers found Johnson for 86 yards at the 10:04 mark. Then Mount Pleasant, after the good return on the kickoff, gets into field goal range. Their kicker knocks on the 35-yarder to make it 7-3. And then after the kickoff, Pete on the first snap, I took it about 61 yards, and that's where we are. Milan leads it by a score of 14-3. So the Dogs on top. Zach Summers, your quarterback for the Dogs. Again, Pete into backfield with him. That would be a 1-2, 3-man front with one cheating on the left side. Fakes the handoff. Oh, we are very fortunate.
Good there. Once again, Carter Dunn, 22 for Mount Pleasant. We faked the handoff there to Pete. Summers trying to find Moses on a quick slant across the middle. That was read perfectly by number 22, Carter Dunn. He stepped in front. He dove to try to make the interception. Fortunately for the Bulldogs, he just knocked it down. So Second down, 10 to go for Milan. Clock is stopped with 4:28 to go here till halftime. Bulldogs going right to left from their own 27-yard line.
If you're wanting to know if we are just saying the two names of Carter Dunn and McCrory because we don't know them, no, they're making plays every single snap. Going to throw again. Summers looking. Summers going to throw a deep ball downfield, and that ball is caught. Sonny has got him another one. He'll take it all the way to the 34-yard line of Mount Pleasant. First down and 10.
Yeah, great job there. Wow. Summers dropped back to pass, faked it to Moses. Good job there by Briar Smith, the right tackle, to force that defender away from Summers. He was looking at Sonny down this left sideline here in front of the Bulldog bench, dropped it in the bucket there. Sonny run out of bounds at the 34-yard line, but a first and 10, S&S Insurance first down at the Mount Pleasant 34-yard line. Clock run, with 4:10 to go here till half. Bulldogs have it first and 10 at the 34. Pete in at tailback.
So Pete in at tailback for the Dogs. They'll snap it at the Mount Pleasant 34-yard line. Plenty of time, 4 minutes and counting in this second quarter. And they're going to give it to Pete. Pete 35. Oh, he slipped and fell.
He took that handoff, and that left side of that line. That line had collapsed their defense.
He was gone.
He was gone.
There was nothing there, and he fell for a 1 yard. Well, he got to the line of scrimmage.
The 34-yard line got him.
Oh, he tripped right over. I don't know. When they led that turf, there apparently must be just a little rise on that.
There's something there, but he was going to take that one a long way. Either way, second down, 10 to go for the Bulldogs, 3:25 to go here till half.
Pete says, if you don't mind, I'd like to get another crack at that. If you just hand that ball back off to me again, and he does not. Summers wide open. Look at this.
J. Cole, what a beautiful play for us.
That is.
That's a Chapel Hill Baptist touchdown for 34-yard pass, and that's from Zach Summers to number 7, J. Cole. He was wide open. They faked the handoff to Pete. He pump faked to the receiver out wide and left J. Cole. He just ran down the right sideline wide open. There wasn't anybody within 25 yards of him. No. He made sure to catch that with two hands in the stomach. And that was a touchdown. Pennington on to add the extra point. The extra point brought to you by Trimmer's Auto Body.
2 touchdown passes totaling 130 yards for Summers. Not bad. Good. That is a Paul Trimmer Auto Body extra point. It's good, and the Dogs are now.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one. At Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
WTKB Atwood Milan.
First 30 minutes, which would have been the first 12 minutes on the clock, may not have been something that you would have sent to the High School Hall of Fame. I got that. I mean, I'm with you on that. This second quarter's been pretty good. 21-3, the Dogs are on top right now, and Milan's got it going on. 3 touchdowns in the second quarter by the Dogs, an 86-yard touchdown pass to Johnson, a 34-yard touchdown pass to Summers, and Milan kicks it off, gathered in at the 20, 25-30, running room 35-37, not bad.
I think, if you ask Coach Comer, if he'll take something where the opponent is taking the ball around their own 35 or so, he'll take that every time. So Pennington this time, he started the kick from the opposite hash, kicked it to Niehaus, number 14, who caught it inside the 25, took it to the 36-yard line. First and 10 for Mount Pleasant at their own 37-yard line, going left to right. 3:07 to go here before half, 21-3 Bulldogs. Let's see if we can hold them here before half. They are a high-scoring, quick-scoring offense. Bulldogs do get the ball coming out of half, so a big stop here would be really good.
Oh, you got that right. And still time with 2 timeouts for Milan. If they want the ball back, they'll get a stop of nothing.
Tell me if you heard this before. McCrory on the run here.
He
gets on the run. The Bulldogs there right there to stop him for no gain, but they are just running my boy, number 6, just running him. He's looking over at the sideline saying, can I get a break, Coach?
If Milan gets a big stop here for little or no gain, they may want to burn one. They may want the ball back.
Yeah, we'll see. Mount Pleasant is all out of their timeouts in the first half. Milan still has 2 remaining. Clock runs with 2:40 to go here till halftime. Bulldogs up 21-0.
By the way, Westview's up 35-0 with 5 minutes to go in the second. 5 minutes to go in the second. West, thank you, Scotty Shannon, for that. Handoff, McCrory. When did he get in? He'll carry the ball to the 39-yard line. Let's see. Milan going to burn one? No, they'll wait till the third down play, I suspect.
Yeah.
And then probably would make a decision. I would guess if Mount Pleasant runs it here and they're short of the sticks, Milan may burn one.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Coleman decides to do here. I think a lot will determine on how this third down and 8 goes. Mount Pleasant, they're perfectly fine right now letting some of this clock run.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to give Milan the ball back with a lot of time, but they also are still trying to score, being down 21-3, clock under 2 minutes to go here till half.
So I wouldn't call it a disastrous first quarter for Milan, but just not one of their better ones. And it is a big third down play. They're going to throw. Looking to throw. He drops the ball. He picks it back up, and he carries it to the 42, and Milan's got to stop. And Milan got one. They burnt one.
Yeah.
They want the ball back.
Right there on that play, Scott back to pass for them. Good pressure there by 45, Michael White. Quarterback stepped up in the pocket. Micah knocked the ball loose from the quarterback, and when he went to get the ball, he actually went forward a couple yards, but Beef Morris there, number 63, to lay a big hit there on the quarterback. Bulldogs going to call a timeout here on this 4th down and 5 from the 42-yard line, hoping to get one more crack at it. I think they're talking with the officials on exactly how much time should be left. Right now the scoreboard is showing 1:38, but I think they're talking it over to see if any more time needs to be added.
Okay, we'll keep it right here on the timeout just to bring you up to date. Timeout brought to you by the Security Bank and Trust. Appreciate Coach Heath Moore, a longtime coach of Medina Middle School, now South Gibson Middle, checking in, passing along some scores. Appreciate that, Coach. Thanks much. JCS is up on Nashville Christian, 14-7, late in the second.
Wow.
How many people saw that coming?
Not a lot. Hey,
no.
Keep it going, JCS.
Yeah.
Nashville Christian, their quarterback is right now
Georgia, right?
He's a 5-star committed to Georgia right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Someone
and I believe they won
today,
the state last year, too.
Someone said is he number 1 in the nation at quarterback?
I think he's number 2 dual threat. Because he can lead. Not only is he a big guy, he's got a great arm, but he's very mobile as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's see if Milan can get some field position out of this, get a good punt return. Boy, low snap.
He tried to block
They were
that.
coming. And, goodness,
Sonny.
Oh, no, Sonny. He dove down.
One thing you didn't need to do.
He touched it, and who recovered?
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant. Oh, no. You can't dive. Never dive for a punt.
Yeah, Sonny
and
right
he dove.
there. Pete almost got in to block that punt. He kicked it all the way down to the 30. Sonny just muffed the punt there, went to dive for it. Mount Pleasant recovers. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line, the Milan Bulldogs 31-yard line. 1:30 to go here till halftime. Bulldogs defense is going to have to try to make another stop, another stand here.
Oh, boy. Well, that stings because, you're at worst 21-3 at the half. And with their kicker, you run the ball you're there. You're on the edge already for them right now. They're snapping it at the 31. And they're going to
be a double pass.
Oh, man, that halfback pass, going to throw it down.
Pick it off, Sonny.
Please. We got a flag.
Yeah.
Got a flag.
I think we're going to have illegal man downfield.
I'm not so sure that pass was backwards.
Well, I think it was backwards.
The first one was?
Yeah, I think they've got too many men down the field, though,
Okay.
that this official is going to throw, because their entire offensive line was standing around the 25-yard line.
I don't know. For some reason, I looked at that first pass that he threw in the backfield. It looked about a yard forward.
Yeah, it's going to be a S&S insurance penalty.
Okay.
Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance 686-8334. Milan is going to decline.
Are you a little shocked they declined
I'm shocked.
Push him out of field goal range?
I think push him back. Coach Comer might be looking at it, the number of opportunities instead of the yardage. But either way, Bulldogs, they had a chance there to intercept that.
Oh,
it was knocked away.
There were 2 Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And maybe the reason it wasn't picked off, sometimes it's you got it, I don't. They're going to throw again. Looking.
Pressure. He's Michael White. Lincoln Reel with a sack.
Lincoln Reel got him at the 35-yard line. Nicely done by Lincoln Reel. They get pressure on him, and the sack back at the 35. The clock ticks to 1:10. Remember, Mount Pleasant is out of timeout. They're out.
I don't know why the clock is stopped right now. Okay, now it's going.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd down and 13 to go for Mount Pleasant at the Bulldogs 34-yard line. Clock is under a minute to go here. Mount Pleasant is in no hurry whatsoever. They're just trying to get maybe in field goal range here.
Yep.
Either way, big 3rd down and 13, clock with 45 seconds and counting left. Got to watch for number 14, Niehaus. He's coming in motion.
Play clock down to 10. Plenty of time. They're going to throw.
Going to throw a little throwback here to McCrory.
McCrory, who catches.
Jaden Pete is right there when Lincoln will. Hey, don't call a timeout. You got to. Don't know why it stopped. There you go. Clock, 25 seconds to go.
They don't want to try a 50-yarder? Why not? I mean, try them on out there.
I guess they're going to try just a Hail Mary here. 15 seconds to go. I don't know why you wouldn't at least try the Hail Mary. 10 seconds. They're just going to take this to the half.
I am a little bit shocked that they're not doing something.
At least throw a Hail Mary. I don't get that. But either way, fortunate for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs defense does make a great stand, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter, or the first half.
21-3 is your score at the intermission. Second quarter brought to you by Premier Dental. We're moving into the halftime. That, my friends, brought to you by Precision Auto Body and Mandy Pierce for Circuit Court Clerk. Your score, Milan 21, Mount Pleasant 3. Halftime's headed your way. Robin Coots got a plethora of scores coming up on the Victory 93-7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
By the Milan Prevention Coalition.
This project is funded
Happy to have him. I know he likes to talk about Bulldog baseball.
We can do that. You want to do the stats first? Want to cover them?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go through the first half.
Yeah, we'll talk to both of you guys.
First for Mount Pleasant in that first quarter, for that first half, they were 5 of 13 passing for 24 yards. They rushed the ball 15 times for 59 yards. Their leading rusher was number 6, Caden McCory. He had 11 rushes for 53 yards. The other rusher for them was the quarterback, number 10, Cale Scott. He had 4 rushes for 6 yards. 24 yards passing, 59 yards rushing for a total of 83 yards in the first half. For Milan in the first half, Zach Summers was 3 of 17 for 159 yards and 2 touchdowns. Leading receiver was Sonny Johnson. He had 2 receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown. Jay Cole had 1 reception for 39 yards and a touchdown. Rushing the ball, Bulldogs had 9 rushes. Jaden Pete had 8 for 81 yards and a touchdown. Terrence Moses with 1 rush for 4 yards. Passing, they had a total of 159 yards. Rushing, a total of 85 for a total first half total of 244 yards rushing for the Bulldogs. So after that slow start in the first quarter, where the Bulldogs couldn't get any type of field position or any rhythm going, they exploded there in the second quarter with that long run from Jaden Pete, that long pass to Sonny Johnson, and then that big play to Jay Cole there for another pass for 39 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, let's just face it, all 3 of the touchdowns, one was 86, one was 61, one was 34. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. And also, the Bulldogs in the first half had 3 penalties for only 10 yards. Mount Pleasant had 3 penalties for 25 yards.
I'm a little disappointed. We ain't had a snap in the red zone yet.
We have not had a snap in the red zone yet. You're right. We've had more snaps inside the Mount Pleasant red zone than we have, and inside our own 10-yard line tonight. But like I said, after that first quarter for the Bulldogs, they really stretched it out there in the second quarter and kind of flexed their muscle to be up 21-3 here at half.
All right, now, real quick, I'm going to talk to both of you guys real quick. First of all, serving as president of the Milan Home Run Club, this is a big time right now because you're getting the information out about getting the signed sponsorships and things of that nature, right?
Yeah, one of our largest fundraising there is for the signs that go on the outfield wall during the baseball season, and so we are starting to get that out as a home run club, and as Coach Patterson is delivering those to the local businesses. So if you have gotten a sign from us before, odds are you will be getting something delivered to you or maybe in the mail. If you're interested in signs as well, feel free to reach out to Coach Patterson at the high school or Coach Rogers as well. We'll be glad to do that for you. New sign sponsors are $400 for that. Okay. If you have previously purchased a sign and been a sponsor, and we have one for you, it is only $300.
So the renewal cost is $300 if you have one.
Yep.
Okay. And then I noticed that you highlight what you did last year. It's highlighted. Am I right, Taylor? So that was highlighted on there. Kind of let you know what you did last year.
That's correct.
Just as a friendly reminder, and that always helps.
That's right. Right. So if you're seeing some home run club members or some baseball players or some coaches out and about handing out envelopes, they're not giving you any money. They're just letting you know it's time maybe to renew your sign.
All right. Let me ask Taylor a couple questions. Can I do it real quick?
Yeah.
I have it set over. All right, let's do that. Okay. Because here's one question. I looked at the schedule, and I'm seeing a lot of away games. I noticed that Joyner Field's on there, but not as much as the other locations are. Right?
Yes, sir. So I think we've got 32 total. You can only schedule 30, but counting the tournaments and everything, they only count as 3 games. And some of those tournaments, we've got 4 or 5 games in those tournaments. Usually with the Carl Perkins, we host that whole week. This go around, we're only hosting 2 games. So we'll be at Gibson County playing Dyersburg one time, and then we'll be at South Gibson. Playing South Gibson too, and then in the mid-season, Coach Cates puts a really good tournament on there at South Gibson, and we're hosting every one of those that's coming to us. So there's a few home games there. I think we've got it's pretty close. It looks like that we're away a lot, but I think it's 14. I think it's 14 home games and whatever that is, 17 away games.
Well, that'll work. Yeah. That sounds good. All right. So now you'll have Johnson back healthy. I know last year he got hurt in the state championship game, right? So he'll be back healthy. Did not have him last year.
We didn't have him for pretty much half the season.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of stung.
It did.
So who else you bringing back, Coach?
To be completely honest with you, I mean, we lost a really good pitcher in KK.
Right.
We lost just an overall dog on the mound, and mentality-wise, we lost a really good hitter with Colin Milligan.
Okay.
And he's at Free Hardman now, playing. He underwent some Tommy John. But he, hopefully he's got a good recovery going for him, and Freed Hardman got a good one with him, and then KK, he went on and did the military thing, and then we've also lost Colton White as a senior, second baseman, solid player, made every routine play. He had over 60 sack bunts last year for us, and
goodness,
that was his role, and he took it and ran with it and did a really good job.
One of the glorious things to do, to lay down a bunt. A lot of times he'll be out, right?
And the thing about me and what we do at Milan baseball now is we play small ball really, really well, or we try to play really well. And he
manufacture runs.
He took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
And he's actually out in Wyoming now as a lineman, so he's doing really well with himself.
Not a lineman on a football team, a lineman on a pole.
He's climbing them. Apparently he's climbing the big.
Oh, really?
Big ones.
Oh, I don't want any part of that.
I don't either.
Yeah,
but this year coming back, we had 10 seniors. One left us in the summer. He decided that he wanted to go to work after graduating in December. So we lost one of him. But we've got 9 seniors. Will Johnson being one of them. He's going to be one of our good pitchers this year. I tell you what, James Carter's doing a really good job this off season in the fall. We are really, we're really taking full advantage of that weight room. And he's done his own program, and he's doing really well with it. He's getting up there in velocity. He's wanting to play college ball, so I'm rooting for him.
Awesome.
Outfield wise, we got 2.
To bring everyone back in the outfield.
We had one leave us, but besides that, we're bringing all of them back, and we've got. Our freshman class is pretty strong. We got Parker Sparks is going to be a name to look out for. Caden Arrington, Marshall Prince is another one, and then Ivan Braswell, who plays football.
And these are freshmen.
These are all freshmen.
Yep.
Yep. And then we picked up 7 new guys this offseason to get 21 on the team.
Really?
We were at 15 or 16 last year on the roster. So
we're
gonna try to develop a JV squad and do a really good job with that. Coach Brasher, who I coached in Alabama, he's helping us this year again, and so hopefully he's gonna thrive with that. We're taking a pretty good spring break trip. We're going back down. Me and Rebecca were in Sylacauga, Alabama.
Yeah.
Fortunately for us, we still got connections down there, so we're gonna go play a few schools in that area for spring break, and then come back. And we're actually making a trip to Warren County for Coach Rogers. That's where Coach Rogers is from. So the beginning of spring break, we're going to go to Warren County and get an opportunity for Coach Rogers to coach back on the field that made him. So
awesome.
it's kind of a cool little tour. Every time I get an opportunity to brag on the team, I do. We got a really good squad. I'm very, very excited about it. Although we lost 3 really good seniors, we got 9 really good seniors this year. I couldn't ask for a better senior class. I said it last year. I'll say it again this year. It just keeps getting better and better work ethic. Those guys refuse to lose. That senior class, they've gone to the state tournament twice. They got a runner-up. They were 1 game short last year.
Yeah,
this is a pretty
Lakeland Prep, not a bad team.
Not a bad team. And what's funny is we actually did a little. We called it Borough Challenge Fridays, and we did one today out here on the stadium. And Coach Rogers put a little his touch on it. Put a Lakeland Prep state championship picture out there on the board.
No, he did.
Put a little motivation for him while we were going for it. But these seniors are a great group. I got 2 juniors, both of which will see some really good playing time. But I can't brag on the seniors enough. They got great families, great kids all the way around, and They are really setting the tone and really building the foundation of what's to come, and I can't be any more thankful for that. So,
man, that is awesome. And it all starts March 2nd is technically our first game. That's at USJ.
Okay.
The March 4th, I think. Yeah, March 4th is our first home game against Dresden, and then then we turn around and that very next week at home for the Carl Perkins. So.
Taylor, I got to take another break. I'm sorry, man.
Absolutely.
I was going to mention the Chicago Blackhawks, but doggone, we're out of time. No, we're not. Go home. Hey, man, best of luck to the Dogs.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Thank you. Taylor Patterson joining us to talk a little baseball here at the half. Your score at the intermission, 21-3. Milan leads. Its second half forthcoming on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
Not a good start to the second half for the Bulldogs at all. First of all, the onside kick was actually recovered by Mount Pleasant at the 41-yard line. There is a flag down, and Scott, you're telling me you think that's a late hit against Milan?
Yeah, I think Mount Pleasant, they're going to recover this kick here, but it looks like it's going to be a late hit on Milan.
Oh, boy.
We'll see what the officials do here, but the Bulldogs were not aware on that onside kick there.
That's a live ball.
Live ball recovered by number 22 once again, Carter Dunn. And so with that personal foul, S&S insurance penalty, Mount Pleasant's going to start off 1st and 10 at the Milan 26-yard line, going right to left, right out of half. Mount Pleasant, I tell you what, they've played with a lot. They've played with nothing to lose here tonight.
Yeah.
You know, they've gone for it a few times, gone for the extra, the onside kick here, paid off for them. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Mount Pleasant. They're not saying any time came off the clock there, which it probably did.
Probably a second or two. They're going to hand the ball off McCrory. He's a new kid. McCrory bounces back 20. McCrory still on his feet down to about the 18-yard line, picks up right at about 8 yards on the play. He just cut it back, made one man miss, and took it inside the 20. He's actually in the red zone, to be honest with you, the High Point Storage red zone, and it will be 2nd down and about 3 for Mount Pleasant. So, man, you're all excited. You're getting the ball to start the second half. They kick an onside kick. They recover it. You get a 15-yard personal foul, S&S insurance penalty against you, and just like that, man, they're in the red zone.
Yeah, and we did have McCoy stop there for no loss, and he just broke out of the tackle from Carson Kelly. McCoy, once again, this time up the middle. He's going to get enough for an S&S insurance 1st down.
Had to take it down to about the 17-yard line, carries it inside the 15, down to the 14 for an S&S insurance 1st down and 10, all the way to the 13-yard line. Mount Pleasant, who's down 21-3, at one time trailed 7-3, has an opportunity here to quickly make this about an 11-point game. Now let's see if the Bulldog defense can get tough here after the tough recovery of the onside kick. That's movement.
Yep, going to have false start there by Mount Pleasant.
S&S insurance, don't make a big mistake like that, choosing the wrong insurance company, all right? It's going to happen, and it's not in your best interest. Call S&S Insurance Company, 686-8334. They'll move it back to the 18-yard line where it's 1st down and 15. They can get a 1st down at about the 3 spot, about the 3-yard line. Already in field goal range. Let me just tell you that. If they don't go backwards, they're fine. Going to hand it off to McCrory. He's going to try to cut it outside. That may not work well.
Going to get a hold.
His head. Did he hold?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, when he kicked it outside, I think the play was designed to go inside. he kicked it out to the right side. The referee there was right on top of it. Going to get a holding call, bring it all the way back after could have been a gain of 5. That's going to be first down and around 25 to go for Mount Pleasant. So they're going backwards, fortunately for the Bulldogs. So it's going to be first and 15 from the Milan 28-yard line. Mount Pleasant going right to left.
Yep.
Bulldogs up 21-3 with clock going to run with 10:26 to go here in the third quarter.
Back-to-back holding penalties. Drops them back. Going at that rate, you are going to be out of field goal range with about 10 minutes to go. They'll hand the football off, trying to sweep the left side. And Pete's hanging on to the jersey. He tried to get to the 30, and he didn't make it. That's going to be a loss of a couple of yards. Back to the 30-yard line. So that'll bring up a second down and about 27 yards to go.
Yep.
My goodness.
So they ran Niehaus there in motion, just did a little flip pass to him there in motion as he's running around the left end here toward the Bulldog sideline. Pete made a good play, grabbed him from behind.
Yep. Hold on to his jersey.
Yep, Beef Morris came up to clean it up.
Right.
Second down 27 for Mount Pleasant at the Bulldogs 30-yard line.
So the Dogs of Milan, after seeing Mount Pleasant take it all the way inside the 15 down to about the 13, knocking on the door. Couple of penalties for hold, loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 27 for Mount Pleasant. They'll snap it at the Milan 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Quarterback, got time, throws it.
Oh, Pete.
Oh, my goodness. Incomplete. Pete defending on the play.
Yep. They tried to find Niehaus there on a little drag route about the 20-yard line. Pete dropped in coverage there. Guy was able to get a hand on it, knocked it down. So third down and 27 to go from the 30-yard line. Brother Sam might say here, third down and the chow wagon to go. 9:17 to go here in the third quarter.
Checking in on the Elite Dental Care text line, Sam McElroy says, sounding good, guys. Go Dogs, from one Sam McElroy. And Brother Sam, we are praying for you, sir. Our prayers are with you in the loss of your uncle. Big third down play from the 30. I don't know if they'd attempt a 47-yarder. I'm thinking probably not. Down 21-3. Let's see what they do on this third down play. Quarterback looking. Boy, he could have ran up the middle, and that is caught inside the 20 to about the 19. I will tell you this, that gets them in field goal range.
Yeah, the Bulldogs defense played a little zone there in the back end. They were going to give up something short. Good play there by number 3, Tyree Armstrong, for the Bulldogs to make the sure tackle as soon as he made that catch. So it's going to be fourth down and 16 to go inside that High Point Storage red zone at the 19. Mount Pleasant going to run their field goal kicker out, number 32, Braden Case. He's already been good tonight from 35 yards. He's going to line this up exactly again, 35 yards, a little bit toward the left hash.
Right. His leg is not the problem. Let's see how the accuracy is going to be. His first attempt was right on. Second one blocked. It is blocked, and that ball's going to go through the end zone, and Milan's going to get it on a touchback.
And that was blocked by Sonny Johnson.
Yeah.
Number 1 coming from the outside, him and Ty Hollingsworth. So great job by that Bulldog defense. Once again, rising to the occasion. Mount Pleasant caught us off guard with that onside kick, and then we had that penalty that got a first down. Bulldogs decided to pin their ears back. Bulldogs going to have it first and 10 from their own 20-yard line going left to right. 8:24 to go here in the third quarter.
I was technically, that is a fourth down stop, a Jack Collin Marine Corps detachment.
That's his
third
one of the night.
There you go, Bryce. How about that? Bryce West, check it in. Well, let's see if the Dogs can make them hurt there.
Pete in it.
Make them pay. Come on. Pete's going to get a carry. Pete at the 20, Pete at the 24, and that's going to be a gain of 4, second down at about a half dozen. Pretty good tackle there by, you know who that tackle was made by, Mount Pleasant. Carter Dunn. We have Carter Dunn and Caden McCrory ought to run for political office when they get back home. I mean, those guys, everybody's going to know who they are.
Yep.
My goodness, there are some players. They're a pretty good football team.
Good football.
They really are.
You don't get, have a 9-2 record, second in your region, and not be a good football team.
So a second down, and we'll call it a half dozen from the 24-yard line. Pete back in the backfield with Summers, and Jaden's going to get it, and he is going to get to the 30, and to the 35, and to the 40, and to the 45, and the 50, and the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. I don't think he's going to get caught. Touchdown, Pete! Wow.
Pete took that one 76 yards around the left end. Once he broke a tackle, you knew he was gone. There was nobody going to catch him. Pete around that sideline there, the Mount Pleasant sideline for that Chapel Hill Baptist Church. Touchdown, 76 yards. Jaden Pete going to put the Bulldogs up 27-3 with an extra point pending from Aiden Pennington.
Jaden Pete, when he turned the corner, they still had a pretty good angle on
it. They had an angle. Two guys had an angle.
It did not matter. He outran the angle. Oh, boy. Milan Gavegas, a 28-3 game pending this extra point brought to you by Ball Trimmer Auto Body, and it is good. Time out on the field. Milan 28 and Mount Pleasant 3. We're back after this on the Victory 93.7.
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
Well, the Bulldogs of Milan, not a great start to the third. Turned out okay. You know, as we mentioned, Mount Pleasant goes onside. They get it, 15-yard penalty, personal foul. Milan sees Mount Pleasant snap it in the red zone, and then back-to-back holding penalties, and then the field goal is blocked, and then Jaden Pete said, I'll take care of that. 76-yard touchdown run. Mount Pleasant at the 20, 25, 30. 35-40, got a little running room to the 41 maybe, and boy, he is tackled by a bunch of dogs. But
Niehaus, he took that all the way to the 41-yard line.
The 41-yard line, where it's going to be a first down and 10 yards to go, and that's where they'll set up shop, they being Mount Pleasant, from the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. Not bad field position, but for the Dogs of Milan, the lead right now is 25. It is 28-3.
Yeah, 28-3. Mount Pleasant going to have it first and 10 from their own 42-yard line, going to go right to left. We have 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 28-3.
I selfishly would like to see them keep them out of the end zone.
Yep. Hey, real quick, Steve, while I'm thinking about it, I'd like to give a shout-out to Nurse Charlotte over at the Milan Medical Center.
Okay.
I visited her the other day. She said she is a loyal listener.
All right.
And listens to all the games, so shout-out, Miss Charlotte.
Nurse Charlotte, huh?
That's right.
Pass, caught. Wow, 45.
Done.
50. Done. Carries it inside Milan territory, but barely to about the foot. That's going to be a 15-yarder against Milan.
You know, both teams are really going at it right there. It looks like Dunn and Moses both. Dunn, he put his hand in his face mask.
Yeah.
Tried to push it. Moses pushed him out of bounds. Going to get the penalty.
Yeah.
Going to be an S&S insurance penalty. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance, 686-8334.
You can drop 15 yards on that one, and instead of it being the 48, they'll march that to about the 33.
They tackled him actually at midfield, so they'll be first and 10 for Mount Pleasant at the Bulldog 35-yard line. Once again, this Bulldog defense is just getting, pushed back or poor field position is what they're doing. Let's see if they can try to keep that touchdownless streak going for the defense. They've already given up the field goal tonight, but still a lot of pride on that Bulldog defense here.
Third quarter brought to you by People Loving Jesus. Man, that's Clinty Auto Repair. Handoff McCrory. McCrory inside the 35, down to the 33. Got a couple, maybe to the 32. Let's give him 3 yards. And he a little bit slow to get up. Well, I guess so. I mean, the guy,
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Yeah, Tavon Harrell came up late to get a good hit.
Now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now.
Oh, no. I mean, he stood up.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already holding his leg. He stood up, looked at the sideline. They told him to go down, and it looked like he had been shot. I mean, he just fell down.
Yeah. What you got to do is you don't want it to look obvious.
I mean, that was obvious.
Stumble a little bit.
Right.
Stumble and then fall.
Go to a knee or something like that.
It's not a...
No.
And I mean, I know he's got a cramp, and they're working on his leg at the 35-yard line. But, the sideline's saying, he's got a cramp, and they're saying, get down. And so they're working on the cramp on McCrory while the water crew comes out from Milan. Man, I'll tell you what, that guy is a workhorse, and he is a junior.
Yep.
Their quarterback, Cale Scott, a junior. They will be a force to be reckoned with next year.
Absolutely.
They're really good. There's a Mount Pleasant team I don't remember the year, but it was the year that Peabody went to the state championship game against Franklin Road Academy about 91-ish, maybe. No, it wasn't 91. It would have been 91. It would have been after that. But they went to the state championship game, and Mount Pleasant came, and Mount Pleasant was beating Peabody. And Peabody got a pick in the fourth quarter and won the football game. And that Mount Pleasant team was so good and so disciplined. And this team's good.
Yeah, this is a good team.
They're good. They're disciplined. But that team that year, oh, my goodness, they were something.
All right, so they got McCory. He's gone to the sideline.
For a play.
For at least a play here.
Yep,
Second down, 7 to go for Mount Pleasant, going right to left at the Bulldogs' 32-yard line. Clock ticks at under 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. Milan up 28-3.
All right, let's see if the Dogs can hunker down defensively again. They fake the handoff. They throw it over the middle. Caught, and on his feet, 15-10.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was just a little play-action pass there where he faked it, threw it to number 1, Jaden McClure, over the middle. And Ty Hollingsworth tried to come up from a safety position to lay a hit instead of making the tackle. He just bounced off that hit. He took that 32 yards for a touchdown. Mount Pleasant, let's see if they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, difference is 19.
Yeah, both teams starting to jaw at each other right now.
Yeah.
We got Mount Pleasant talking trash, Milan players telling them to look at the scoreboard. We still have 6:13 to go here in the third quarter, so they are going to attempt the extra point,
well,
being down 19.
It's going to be a 3%. If you go for 2, it's going to be 28-11.
And now we're going to have a personal foul penalty on Milan here that the official is going to throw. Let's see if this is going to go on both teams or just on one team.
It's going to be a 3-possession game whether you went for 2 or 1.
Right.
It's still going to be 3, so it's not that huge of a deal. And let's see what the call is, because the Milan players and Mount Pleasant players, they were jawing down near the goal line as we get ready for the extra point after the Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown and the 32-yard touchdown pass by Mount Pleasant. A dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike, against Milan, and that's the only one. They are not calling it against Mount Pleasant, just against. So they will.
They'll add that to the kickoff.
All right, so they will put that on the kickoff, and one of the Milan players was not happy with the call, and a few of his teammates had to refrain him.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, remember, you might be playing next week.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to see you on the field next week. Try to control yourself. 28-9, extra point coming. Nice job by the holder to put that thing down. Kick is up and good. 28-10 is your score. And we're back after this on the Victory 93-7.
We won.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
Just to put it in a nice way, I would like to see a lot less more personal foul penalties.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be real honest with you. I don't like seeing those, and I know sometimes the emotion of the game, I got that.
And Coach Comer's down there talking to the official, to the head referee there, saying, look, hey, it's going both ways. What did you see just for our guy to get it?
Yeah.
Bulldogs going to have to defend here. Looks like they are being aware of potential onside kick. The kicker's getting ready to kick, by Coach Comer's on the field on the 30-yard line with the referee. So I don't think they're he's getting his money's worth.
Yeah. This official was ready to tell him to go ahead and kick, and the other official said, I think we're going to hang on for a second. Oh, boy.
Well, they have not moved. They have not moved this kick here.
What happened to the 15-yard penalty?
I think that's what.
The official's going to get the ball and says, "Let's have this."
So they'll kick it from the Milan 45-yard line.
They're supposed to, and that's where you attempt an onside kick every time. If you don't attempt an onside kick when you get a chance to kick it from the 45, you've got an issue.
That's right.
Because listen, so what if they get it at the 35? 15-yard penalty. I always get a kick out of hearing people at the stand. Listen, some of them know the game, and let me just be real nice. Some of them, I don't know it as good. It should be onside. There it is. Onside kick, and Milan recovers.
Good play, good job there by Keelan Hall, the sophomore, number 13, being alert right there.
Yeah.
So Bulldogs going to take over after that onside kick attempt. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, going to go left and right. They're up 28-10 with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter.
See how Milan responds to that.
Yeah.
You know, man, it seemed like that 32-yard touchdown pass was about 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Doesn't it? I mean, seriously, because, you know, we had the penalties and the delays and everything else. All right, let's see how Milan reacts.
Pete in at tailback for the Bulldogs.
Again. And he has been a workhorse tonight. He has been in there a whole lot more than he usually is.
Jay Donaldson.
Little pass out there in the flats. Good for, that's a nice tackle. Good for about, 6 yards?
6 yards, yep.
To the 39. Bring up 2nd down and about 4.
Yeah, just a little, nobody was covering the slot receiver there on the left side for Jay Donaldson. So Zach Summers, he just takes the snap, pops up, throws a little pass to him. Jay Donaldson, good job to get 6 yards there. So 2nd down, 4 to go for the Bulldogs. Clock ticks with 5:45 to go here in the third quarter.
And I make this not up. Carter Dunn made the tackle.
Yeah. I mean, he's everywhere for playing that safety position.
He is a senior. Okay, Carter Dunn is a senior. If he was coming back, man, 5.5 to go, 28-10 Dogs by 18. Hoping to play here next week in the quarterfinals. Man in motion, and he ain't going to get it.
Summers
keeps it. 1st and 10. S&S Insurance, 1st down and 10 yards to go. And here comes a late flag, and here comes another flag. 2 flags come in. A little extracurricular activity.
Yeah,
right at about the 1st down marker.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get Milan for a 1st down here, but also number 71, Jacoby Wilkes, little extracurricular after the play here.
Oh,
2 officials are right there watching. So the Bulldogs, I believe, are going to get the 1st down, but they're going to be backed up 15 yards. Summers kept it, took it all the way out to the 44-yard line. Let's watch the official here. Dead ball, personal foul. S&S Insurance penalty. Yeah. Don't be penalized for having the wrong insurance. Call S&S Insurance, 686-8334.
I don't know what the record is for personal fouls in a football game, but we may want to have a look. We've had a few. My goodness. They'll march it back to the 29-yard line.
But it'll be 1st and 10 for Milan. Should be 1st and 10.
Was it a dead ball foul?
It was. The official
dead ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the 1st down already, so you march the sticks back to the 29, and that's where you set up shop 1st and 10 at the 29 on the dead ball foul. Milan fans aren't happy, I can assure you of that. 1st down and 10 for the 29-yard line, and we'll do it again. 5 minutes, and the clock is counting in quarter number 3, brought to you by Clinty Auto Repair. That would be People Loving Jesus, by the way. So here we go. Hand off to Pete, who's going to get spin maybe 3-4 yards. Tackled at about the 33-yard line, where it will be a 2nd down at about 6.
Yep.
It'll be fine. They're going to about 6 yards, 2nd and a half dozen.
Yeah, we're going to bring in Manny Pittman and Michael White going to come in for extra blocking here. Terrence Moses, Jay Johnson going to get a break.
You know, Pete has carried the ball more than he usually does, hasn't he, Scott? I mean, he's not getting spelled much, is he?
No, Pete's been in on, I believe, every snap except for one. And Carson Kelly was in on that, and that's the one we took the 86-yard touchdown to Terrence Sonny Johnson.
There you go.
They're going to Bulldogs. They're going to get a free 5 yards.
Yep, I believe someone.
They're going to call Milan for a false start.
Really?
And there's no way. All Michael White did was get up and go in motion. The Mount Pleasant defender jumped in the neutral zone, but the back official is the one who called a false start on Milan for S&S Insurance penalty. 2nd down, 11 to go for Milan. They're going to have it at their own 28-yard line going left to right.
2nd down at 11. Love to know the total yards and penalties. It's a bunch.
We'll ask Casey Moore.
Pete carries the football. Man, that is just running hard with authority to the 38-yard line, shy of a 1st down by about a yard, maybe 2. And it will bring up 3rd down and definitely manageable. 3rd down and a long 1 yard. Got to get to the 39, and he carried it to the 38. That was just saying, I'm fixing to get physical.
Yeah, Pete right there, he came up just a yard short. his shoe came off. He just put it on real quick. He said, "Coach, just give it to me right here." Third down, 1 to go, 3:20 to go here in the third quarter.
28-10 the score. Milan by 18. Huntington winning big at Lewis County. Pete's going to get it. Pete's got a first down. Pete's got more than 45. Pete turns the corner. See ya! He's on. 40, 30, 20. I will see you later. He may have just run to the radio station. Touchdown, Milan!
Jaden Pete takes that one right there. He takes that 62 yards around the right end down the right sideline. Sonny Johnson did a good job not to get a block or a hold called on him blocking the back. Pete with a touchdown. With 3:01 to go here, that Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown. Aiden Pennington on to add the extra point.
And Milan is back up by 25, pending the extra point. Will be up by 25. They lead it right now 34-10 with 3:01 remaining here in quarter number 3, following the Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown. And to follow will be the Trimmer Auto Body extra point, which is good. Timeout on the field. It is 35-10 Milan. Back after this on the Victory 93.7.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
Peabody made it 14-14. Now East Robertson's responded with a couple of touchdowns, and East Robertson leads Peabody 28-14, up by a couple of scores. That will be the opponent next week for the Mustangs of Huntington, who are leading, I think, 41-10.
Yeah, I think
the last score.
I think the way the bracket is, Huntington will host that game next week.
Huntington would host,
yeah,
possibly East Robertson, if that score stays like it is. Milan would host the Fairleigh and winner of East Nashville. 25, 30, 35. I'll say this now, Mount Pleasant will get to about the 40 on about every kickoff, you know it? Not bad. Carrying the football for Mount Pleasant goes number, I don't have a 41. 14, thank you. Well, you know, yeah, that's the third name that we mentioned a whole lot, right? Yep. Well, Mount Pleasant knows their back's against the wall, and they would have to score. You got to feel they would have to score every possession that they would have in this football game. You agree with that, Scott?
Yeah, with the
down by
score 35-10 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
It's 4 possessions. Yep. And so they're going to have to score every time they have it. So you're going to see them going it on fourth down if they face it. They're going to throw the football out here. Caught 40, 45, 47, 48-yard line. Gain of about 7 will bring up out of bounds, by the way. We'll stop the clock. Well, maybe not. 2:40 and counting. That's okay.
That's all right.
Second down and 7.
Yeah,
they mark it at the 48. Got to get across midfield to the 49.
Yeah, they just had their little tight end there, number 1. Jaden McClure just on a little out route. He caught it. Sonny Johnson did a good job pushing him out of bounds, and then made sure the official knew there was nothing going on after that. He held his hands up after he was clearly out of bounds. So second down, 3 to go for Mount Pleasant at their own 48-yard line.
Mount Pleasant down by 25. It's 35-10 as we near the 2-minute mark of quarter number 3. I suspect they're going to keep it on the ground. Yep, quarterback is going to keep it. He
slides. Before Jaden Pete was about to lower the boom there, he decided to carry it around the right end and slide for a loss of 1.
Now, I don't quite understand that when you could try to just outrun him to the sideline and take your chance.
Well, you're not going to outrun him to the sideline.
No, but I think if you go at an angle toward the sideline, you're not going to have that direct contact head to head.
I think on that, the quarterback thought, all right, this play is designed to catch them off guard.
Yeah.
If that's open, I'm going to take it. If there's someone there, just get down, live the play another day.
Here's what I think. I'm a junior. I want to play next year.
That's right.
I want to see, and Pete's coming at me. I'm going down.
And on that play right there for Milan, also number 21, Jalen Benson was in it. At linebacker, Carson Kelly's come in to give him a break as well. So third down, 3 to go. You got to think at this point in the game, everything is 4-down territory.
Right.
They're going to call a timeout here to think about this. So this is going to be a Security Bank and Trust timeout by Mount Pleasant on this big third down and 3.
And we'll take one with them with a score 35-10, Milan up by 25, a quarter. And we're back after this on the Victory 93.7.
Hello, Gibson.
This October, let's put health first, West Tennessee. Whether you need your annual health checkup or it's time for your twice-yearly dental cleanings, let's work together to ensure our community stays happy and healthy. With sedation options to keep even the most anxious patients comfortable and their dental care, Elite Dental Care is here for you and your dental care needs. Call your local Elite Dental Care in Dyersburg, Eads, Germantown, Jackson, Ripley, or Trenton, Tennessee, or visit us online at elitedentalcare.com to find more information about our services. Elite Dental Care. Our smiles say it all.
The three Gibson County teams are leading. South Gibson is leading big. Milan is leading big. Peabody's down by a couple of touchdowns in their game at East Robertson. A couple of other games that you might be interested in. Westview is probably near triple digits by now. I mean, my goodness, they are just absolutely. They were 34-0 before the first quarter came to an end. All right, 3rd down and 3. Look at the throw. Oh, yeah, he threw the deep ball, and he got him. And that's great defense. Who was that?
That was number 3, Tyree Armstrong. Wow. I told you they were setting that play up earlier where they faked it to the receiver coming out of the backfield this way. They were going for their big play guy, 14 Newhouse. And,
oh, my goodness, they just threw a flag. I don't believe it. Milan is about to get hit with another 15-yard personal foul penalty.
And this was after Tyree Armstrong made a great play to knock the ball away. And it looks like that they're going to give this to, I don't know if they're going to call this on Milan or Niehaus. Yeah, it's going to be called on Milan.
There was 4 Milan players, and they had already gone back almost to the I just don't get it.
So instead of 4th down and 3, they're going to have a S&S insurance penalty and an S&S insurance first down via the personal foul penalty for Milan. Unsportsmanlike, I think this one they're going to call on Hollingsworth, number 10. Milan, they've been penalized a lot here in the second half. And we gave them credit in the first half, 3 penalties for only 10 yards. Now, not so much. So,
I'm going to want to know, they got to be over 100 yards.
Casey
got to be over 100.
Casey Moore right here says so far we've got 80 yards of penalty yards here in the second half alone.
In the second half, they'll carry it around the right side for a 2-yard gain from the 42-yard line down to about the 37 to about the 35. But that is another S&S insurance penalty against the Bulldogs, and 80 yards in penalties alone in the second half.
Just in this third quarter. We've got 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
80 yards of penalties in the third quarter. You know, they may be closer to 150 for the game. I may be, and I may not be exaggerating when I say that. Think about it.
30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Mount Pleasant has it 2nd down, 9 to go from the Bulldog 36-yard line going right to left.
Going to pitch it out here to McCrory. McCrory's going to try to make Pete miss. Guess what? It did not work. Pete made a great tackle in the open field, took him down at the 35. No gain on the play. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 8.
That may be the last play of the third quarter here.
Brought to you by People Loving Jesus, Clinty Auto Repair. We will head to quarter numero 4, which is brought to you by McDonald's in Medina Humboldt, where Sam always stops. 35-10. We're back with the fourth quarter coming up on the Victory 93.7.
Are you starting the...
There's a new name in home lending right here in West Tennessee, Nelson Mortgage Company. We offer a full range of home loan options, FHA, USDA, VA, and conventional. Whether you're buying a home, making home improvements, or refinancing your current one, at Nelson Mortgage, we believe your mortgage should come with hometown support. We live here, we work here, and we're here to help you. Call our expert mortgage loan originator, Jenny Mims, today at 731-613-9021, or find us on Facebook. Nelson Mortgage Company, owned by Cody Nelson. Your home, your hometown, your team.
In Division II as they beat Middle Tennessee Christian tonight, 49-0. Steve?
TCA? What about TCA, man? That's kind of – TCA's been a little bit of a sleeper on everybody this year because USJ is very good. JCS was giving Nashville Christian a run. And TCA, that's what I see. They're actually in their quarterfinals tonight.
Yep.
On the private side of things.
So they'll have semifinals next week.
Yeah. And then do they take off a week?
They take a week, yeah.
Ooh, man, I don't know if I'd like that or not, to be off a week before playing for the title. But they didn't call an after. All right, what do we got? 3rd down and about 8 from the 35-yard line. Going to throw it over the middle. That ball is incomplete. And he threw that into some traffic. That was well defended by Milan.
Yeah,
it'll be 4th and 8.
Sonny Johnson there at the cornerback. Terrence Moses at free safety there. bracketing the receiver there, Niehaus. And pressure also as well on the quarterback there by Tavon Harrell. So incomplete, going to be a 4th down and 8 to go from the Bulldog 35-yard line. Niehaus is going to come out. I think he got hit pretty good. Actually, he's staying in, but he's not looking too good.
Well, that's where you better start asking him, son, where are you at? How do you spell your name? And I would have to look down, Niehaus. That'd be tough for me.
Yeah, they're going to have to call a timeout real quick. That way they don't get a delay of game.
Yeah, Peyton's the first one over there. Timeout brought to you by Security Bank and Trust. We're going to keep it here because we just came out of the break with 11:55 to go in the 4th. Yes, sir? South Gibson wins 42-7. So up next for South Gibson, let's just say, is going to be Springfield, right? Yeah. Springfield is pouring it on Lexington. So Springfield will be at South Gibson next week in a huge quarterfinal matchup. Boy, that's going to be a good one, guys. South Gibson and Springfield. But the Hornets are on to the quarterfinals, 42-7. The final tonight, a big win with running clock over the Medina way. Not as good news for Peabody. Last score we had on the Golden Tide, they were down by a couple of scores, trailing 28-14 to East Robertson. As of right now, as it sits, Huntingdon would be hosting East Robertson. Huntingdon was winning big over Lewis County, so it looks like Huntingdon's going to get, would that be correct, East Robertson next week?
Yep.
If they hold on and beat Peabody. And Milan will get the winner of Fairleigh East Nashville, and East Nashville at last report was up by a couple of scores, I think, in that one.
And that'll be here at Johnny Hill Stadium next week.
There you go.
4th down, 8 to go. Mount Pleasant at the Bulldog 35-yard line.
I'm thinking they throw in, and they are. Looking, and hit, and incomplete.
That's by Michael White.
Who got him? White?
Yep.
White hit the quarterback as he was throwing, and that is the 4th, help me out on this, 4th?
Yep.
4th down stop for the Bulldogs. Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment, the 4th down stop. That one is for you, Bryce West, which would make one say, well, that's something. So the Bulldogs now will go on offense, and keep in mind, they are a touchdown away from actually having running clock, Scott.
Yep.
Because the lead is 25, and if they can put it in the end zone on this drive, they'll have running clock in this one.
Yep, Bulldogs going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line, going right to left.
They got in a hurry. They got time.
Pete's at tailback, and Pete is. Oh, good tackle there by number 1.
Tackle. Who was that?
That was number 1.
Okay, that's going to be Nazire Carter. He's a junior. No, I'm sorry. Jaden McClure, a senior.
He's the one that caught that touchdown pass earlier and tied in.
That's it. Jaden McClure, the senior, is the one that made the tackle for a gain of a couple. For one, you realize that Pete's got a 62-yard touchdown run, a 76-yard touchdown run, a 61-yard touchdown run. Now, my math is not the greatest, but that's 138, and that's 200 yards on 3 runs.
You can tell the Bulldogs tonight have scored on the big play tonight.
Oh, yeah. And Pete's going to get it again, and not much. 2 more yards for Pete. So the last 2 carries have been for a couple of yards both times, and it will bring up a 3rd down and about a half dozen. They'll actually spot that at the 38, so it's a gain of 1. So it's 3rd down and 7 with 10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. And the Bulldogs with a couple of substitutions, one of those being one Terrence Moses, who will be making his way to the University of Tennessee at Martin. And Mr. Johnson checks in. I like him. I like Sonny, man. I wonder if they'll get the ball to him with 10.5 minutes remaining.
Moses in at tailback here.
I'm thinking they're throwing. And now he goes in motion, and the backfield would be empty.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's even covering Moses.
3-man rush. Throws it over the middle.
Oh, he
my goodness, he had Moses open.
And Moses, he's frustrated because he had him wide.
Yeah.
Nobody went with Moses when he came out of the backfield in motion. He was in the slot, and he was wide open right there.
Oh, he had him. 3-man rush. Had a little time. Might have rushed the throw a little bit, Scott. I think he had time because it was just a 3-man rush, and so Milan's going to be punting the football. How many times has Milan punted tonight, guys?
I think this is the 3rd punt tonight.
3rd punt?
I think so.
I remembered one, but I could not remember another one.
One was blocked. The first one was blocked tonight, and then they had another punt where Niehaus made a good return. So 4th down for the Bulldogs here. Summers drops back around his 25-yard line to punt. Clock is stopped with 10:21 to go here in the fourth quarter.
High snap, pulled down by the punter, gets it away. Not a great kick, going to bounce at about 37. It takes a great Milan roll inside the 25, inside the 20, down at the 19-yard line. Mount Pleasant will go on offense, first down and 10 from what would be the 19-yard line.
Yeah, that punt, it landed inside the 40-yard line, and got, like you said, a very fortunate Bulldog roll. They're going to mark it just at the 20-yard line. Mount Pleasant going to take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 10:09 to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs up 35-10. Looks like Carson Kelly, I noticed he came off the field after that last defensive play, and they're kind of looking at his ankle over there, so he's going to stay on the sideline. Jalen Vincent going to come in, number 12 also. Trenton Kirby going to come in at linebacker, give Pete a break as well.
All right. They're going to throw the football out here. Got a man open, got it at the 20, 25, turns the corner, and he's got a first and 10. Carries it to the 31-yard line. S&S Insurance first and 10. So just a quick hitch job that and catch it and go. He went north and south in a hurry.
Yep.
And that's all he did. Had to get to the 30, got to the 31, and that'll be a first and 10. Tackled inbound, so the clock will run. So you'll know Mount Pleasant has one timeout left. They have used 5 of their 6 in this one tonight.
5 of their 6.
They have. They used all 3 in that first half quickly. Mount Pleasant taking a lot of time, not in just a rush, down by 25 here with 9:30 to go. Throw it out here.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. Bounces off one, bounced off another, and gained about 5.
Yeah,
and
right
a
there.
Milan player goes down, and he is hurt. Mount Pleasant player was going to help him up, but is he going to hop up? He does.
Jalen Vincent. Yeah, right now we've got backup linebackers in, number 21, Jalen Vincent, like I said, number 12, Trenton Kirby, giving Pete a break, and like I said, with Carson Kelly kind of on the sideline here just resting. Pete going to check back in the game there for Kirby.
Kirby comes out. He's a sophomore.
Yep. And,
boy, he's built like a fire plug.
Yeah, and Vincent, he's a sophomore as well.
I'm just amazed that with 9 minutes and counting down by 25, Mount Pleasant just
they're in
not
no
in a hurry.
I mean, a team that throws the ball and spreads, you would think, they would even be more.
Exactly. It's almost like, well, we're conceding this. Handoff. McCrory's got a first down and more. 45, McCrory 50, McCrory 45. McCrory carries it down to the 43-yard line of Milan, where that'll be an S&S Insurance first and 10. So McCrory with a big gain for Mount Pleasant. Checking back into the ball game for the Dogs comes C.T. Williamson.
Going to give Briar Smith a break.
Yep. Out of there will come the senior for the senior.
There you go.
Right? First down and 10 for Mount Pleasant. It's a 4-possession game. They would have to have 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, and a field goal. McCrory got absolutely tagged, and the Milan player, was that Lincoln?
Real. No, that's Beef Morris.
All right.
53.
What a great name. How did he come up with that?
Well, okay. Here's what I heard. Here's the story I heard.
Okay.
I heard in middle school, he just came to school one day and said, guys, just call me Beef. That's what I've been told before by one Greg Scott. So
and Beef just checked out of the ball game.
Well, he had to. His helmet came off. He made the tackle. The helmet came off. He still continued to make the tackle, and loss of 1 on that. So
on the back of his jersey, it says Beef.
It says Beef. Well,
it says Beef.
Well, originally he was number 44, and he changed to 63 because he's an offensive lineman now. So when they ordered that, he asked, he said, Coach, can you just put Beef on there instead of Morris?
And he did.
I
love it. Long pass, tried to hit a home run, got a man open, but he underthrew him, but the receiver still caught it, touchdown.
Niehaus.
43-yard touchdown pass. Wow. So the 43-yard TD pass at the 7:24 mark, Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown for Mount Pleasant. They are not done. It is 35-16. When that would, let's see, that's 19-18. Again, the two-point conversion is still going to make it a 3-possession game, so it does not matter. You don't have to go for 2 unless you just want to.
Looks like they're going to line up for the extra point here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, he about underthrew it, though, Scotty. Just about didn't put enough air underneath it. So Mount Pleasant has made this a 35, pending the extra point, and it's blocked.
Sonny Johnson.
Sonny Johnson got around the edge and blocked it. 35-16 is your score. Oh, man. We're back after this on the Victory 93.7.
Hi.
Since 1967, Quality Fence Company in Milan has been offering the West Tennessee community quality and affordable fences. Quality Fence Company will customize wood, vinyl, aluminum chain link, or ornamental wrought iron fences specifically to the customer's needs or wants. For your next fence installation or repair, consider your friends at Quality Fence Company. Visit them on Facebook at Quality Fence Company or call 731-783-3555. Quality Fence Company, serving all of West Tennessee. Online at qualityfencejackson.com.
Spring Hill 7, Springfield 37, Lexington 6, Division II TCA 49, Middle Tennessee Christian nothing. Steve?
So Springfield wins 37-6, South Gibson wins 42-7, and they will meet next week in Medina. That'll be a good one.
That's the big one next week.
Woo! Quarterfinal action in Medina will be a good one with Springfield and South Gibson. Meanwhile, Milan's lead is 35-16. The lead is 19 after Mount Pleasant just hit the 43-yard touchdown pass. Stevie Ray Heyman filling in, by the way, tonight for Sam McElroy. Keep Sam in your prayers as he lost his uncle. Onside kick's going to go out of bounds. That did everybody a favor. And that is going to be out of bounds. A lot of people think the flag's for the hit. It is not. The flag is because the ball went out of bounds. And Milan will get the football, I believe, at the 40 or 35, Scott. Where do they spot that?
Well,
now a late flag comes in.
So the ball went out of bounds before the 35-yard line, so the Bulldogs will get it where it went out of bounds. And they're number 9 for them.
Yeah.
Alexander Armstrong for Mount Pleasant is going to get an unsportsmanlike talking trash on the sideline over here on the Milan sideline. So Milan is actually going to benefit from a unsportsmanlike conduct here and should have the ball in Mount Pleasant territory to start.
All right, so the ball goes out of bounds. That's a penalty, an SNS insurance penalty. And then it looks like number 9, Alexander Armstrong, AA, got a little bit on the sassy-frassy side of things, said the magic word. He got him a yellow hanky. That's courtesy of SNS Insurance. I'm going to tell you what. You don't have to ice the arms of the quarterbacks. You just got to ice the arms of the officials. I mean, as many penalty flags as they've thrown, they got to be hurting.
Yeah.
My goodness.
This has turned into a penalty fest here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only played a quarter, not even a quarter and a half here.
Yeah.
In the second half, and
just not very pretty. No. Just not a very pretty football game for either side on the penalty side of things. It's just unbelievable.
So the ball went out of bounds around the 37-yard line, and the Bulldogs are going to get 15 yards added to it as well. So they should start 1st and 10 around the 47, 48-yard line of Mount Pleasant, going right to left. 7:24 to go here. Bulldogs up 35-16.
Man. Well, by the time they're done marking that off, they'll be in Mount Pleasant territory at about, the 43? Yep. We might be the last game done tonight. Robin will have a full, abundance of.
So it looks like they gave
back-to-back 15-yarders.
Looks like they gave a late hit over here, and then the unsportsmanlike. So the Bulldogs are going to start actually 1st and 10 at the Mount Pleasant 27-yard line, going right to left, knocking on the door of that High Point Storage red zone. Ty Hollingsworth going to check in at tailback now for the Bulldogs.
That's 30 yards in penalties, and Milan's got it at the 27-yard line. 35-16 with 7:24 remaining in quarter number 4. Who's in at tailback again, Scott?
Number 10, Ty Hollingsworth.
All right, Ty. Give it to Ty. Ty's got it. Ty's at the 25. Ty's at the 20. Ty's at the 15. Ty is inside the red zone all the way down to the 13-yard line. Way to go, Ty.
Yep. He's got an SNS Insurance first down, and he's inside that High Point Storage red zone.
Sure is.
Ty did a good job last week coming in some cleanup time. Got some good carries. Got a touchdown as well.
Way to go, Ty. And Milan inside the red zone where they have not had a lot of snaps. I'm trying to think if they've had any. This is their first snap in the red zone.
All night.
My goodness. At the 6:56 mark. Ty stays in there. Ty's going to get it. Ty's at the 10. Ty's at the 5. Ty is in the red zone. Did they give it to him?
They're going to give it to him.
Touchdown, Ty. 13-yard touchdown. Way to go, Ty.
That play was designed to go up the middle. Ty kicked it to the outside, just used his speed and power to push through to the end zone. Great job, good running there, good blocking by that offensive line. Mason Allen, C.T. Williamson, Jacoby Wilkes, Beef Morris, Briar Smith there to get him in. Aiden Pennington on for the extra point to make it 42-16.
Chapel Hill Baptist Church touchdown with the Trimmer Auto Body extra point pending at the 6:44 mark of quarter numero cuatro. The kick is in the air, and that is bueno. 42-16 is your score. It's all Milan, leading again by the large number.
26.
26. We're back after this on the Victory, 93.7.
At Precision Auto Body, we take pride in being West Tennessee's trusted collision repair experts. From detailed repairs to flawless finishes, we bring your vehicle back to life with precision and care. We know the roads can bring unexpected challenges. Whether it's a minor scrape or major collision, our team is ready to get you back on the road safely and efficiently. With convenient locations in Milan, Martin, and Dyersburg, we're always nearby when you need us most. Make sure to tell your insurance Precision Auto Body.
7 TCA will go to Nashville Christian next week, and we can tell you they're starting the fourth quarter in Cross Plains. East Robertson still leads Peabody 28-14, Steve.
All right, there you go. Wow. Unbelievable, man. It's been crazy. This has been a crazy game. A lot of penalties, some scoring. By the way, man, we need to give another shout-out before we're done. Did he call a fair catch on the kickoff at the 12 with nobody near him?
That's right.
That's a great reaction. Man, let's give a shout-out to Brian Dixon. I know we've mentioned it. Brian Dixon, as you know, with about the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter, broke his tib and his fib last week. Last week. Thank you. Yes, last week. And naturally is done for this year, the sophomore. Yep. But, man, I want to give a shout-out to Brian Dixon, a young man that had surgery at Le Bonheur and is doing well. Surgery went great, and he'll have more days to play football.
That's right.
He'll have more days.
Praying for you, Brian.
Praying for you, Brian. Absolutely. Our prayers are for a 100% full recovery. So the fair catch called at the 14-yard line. Why, I'm not really 100% sure, but it was. And Mount Pleasant will start first and 10 of the 14 with 6:44 to go. And I don't think they're going to run it, but I say that and they run it. McCrory does. No, that's not McCrory. My bad. Excuse me.
23.
There's someone else in the
Braden Parrish.
Braden Parrish, the junior running back, carries the football. So it looks like Mount Pleasant is kind of, I don't want to say they're conceding, but they know they're down by 4 scores with half a quarter. And
Milan bringing in some wholesale changes here, going to bring up the second-team defense. First-team defense gets greeted by a standing ovation here by the Milan crowd here. So going to get some other guys here. We've got number 16 for Milan. Mitchell Simons is in. Number 72, Logan Donovan is in. We've got number 6, Dre Hawkins is in. Number 18, Isaiah Woods. Number 20, Jeremiah Conley. We'll try to get the rest of them here shortly.
Well, way to go, Scott. Going to throw that ball out here on the left side. Incomplete through the hands of the receiver, and that looks like that was Nazire Carter, 0.
Yeah, on the coverage there, number 40, Caden Darrington was in there on that. Number 29, Gavin Rink. Good job by that Bulldogs defense. Number 13, Keelan Hall, also in there. Number 12, we've said him before, Trendon Kirby's been in there. Number 21, Jalen Vincent. So trying to make sure we get all the Bulldogs in. I think we have. Number 71, Jacoby Wilkes has been in as well. I know this is the fourth quarter brought to you by McDonald's of Medina and Humboldt. Steve, can you tell me what Brother Sam's favorite order is at McDonald's?
I'm going to say probably the chicken nuggets.
All right, that is one thing. He gets chicken nuggets.
Shake.
No. He gets the double cheeseburger, no onions, and he gets the chicken nuggets because the doctor says he shouldn't eat French fries.
Well, my goodness, they're both deep fried.
Hey, he's just going by what the
doctor
doctor
says. Sam, I know you're listening, Sam, and I'm not a genius here, okay? But now, Sam, they're both in the deep fryer.
That's not what his doctor told him.
Sam, give me your number to your doctor.
And here comes Mount Pleasant. They're
fourth down and 4.
Mount Pleasant's going to bring in the punt team here on this 4th down and 4 from the 20-yard line going left to right. Jeremiah Conley going to drop back and receive this punt. He's standing about the 50-yard line.
Yeah, right on the logo. By the way, their chocolate shake with no whipped cream is absolutely great. I get about 3 a week. I love it. 3. I'm not kidding. 3 a week. 5 minutes remaining in this one and a punt forthcoming. Ooh, boy, nice job by the punter picking that thing off the ground. He short hopped, didn't he? He gets a nice roll. It's out about a 40, where's he going to mark there? About 46, 47?
They'll mark it at the Milan 48-yard line. Good bounce.
All right.
Good job of that Bulldog defense there to force the punt. Milan's going to have it 1st and 10 with the game in hand now. 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Looks like we're going to get some second-teamers in as well. We got number 57 for Milan. John Terry and Elliott is in there. Number 41, Darian Duncan is in. Number 79, it's going to be Montrez Howard. Number 84, Ivan Braswell is going to be in at quarterback. Who's in there? Number 24, Leland Neely is going to be the tailback.
All right. Neely, is that right?
That's correct.
He's fixing to get it. He did. And, oh, my
goodness.
Kicked
it outside.
Boy, wait a minute, bounce off tackle. That's what I'm talking about.
Good job.
I mean, listen, he bounced off a tackle. He was about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage and still got to at least the line of scrimmage. No gain, but that was a great effort.
Great effort there. And they're still competing against the first-team defense of Mount Pleasant.
Absolutely.
Also, another player we haven't mentioned that's in, number 64, John Williams is in as well on that offensive line.
Here comes freshman Ivan Braswell into the ball game, number 84.
He is the holder on place kicks.
Is that right?
Yep.
Ivan's checking in. He's going to get him a snap here at the 4:17 mark in a 42-16 game.
And also, he is a freshman on the baseball team that Coach Patterson was talking about.
Ivan is?
Yep.
All right. So here we go.
2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 48-yard line. Clock takes us 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, up 42-16.
Oop. Quarterback drops it, and he says, oh, boy, I'm in trouble. And he takes the 1 yard loss. Not bad. Couldn't hand the ball off, and once he kind of misplayed the handoff, he said, oh, nuts.
Yep. He's going to have to take it himself there.
He said, this ain't going to work out good. Loss of 1, 3rd down and 11. By the way, hey, great job. Christmas lights up on the poles and everything, man. Way to go.
He's talking to Captain Board. He's not talking to me.
Yeah. Nothing? I always want to say Milan Public Utilities. That is no longer correct, is it? Milan Public Utility Authority. So I just got to add the word authority to it? Okay. Well, I was going to check with Longmire on that to get that right. I figured I better work on that a little bit.
Caden Arrington in at tailback for the Bulldogs, number 40. 3rd down and 11.
All right. He going to get it, and he got it.
He got a gain of 1 to the 48, and they push him back.
Yeah.
So 4th down, 10 to go for Milan. Clock ticks under 3 minutes to go. Don't know why the clock has stopped. And it's going back now.
Going.
Bulldogs up 42-16.
Hey, again, I will not be interviewing Coach Comer after the game. Sam has that equipment.
Yep.
And that is a wireless mic. We do not have that unit with us. Sam, of course, attending the funeral of his uncle today, and be in prayer for Sam, if you would, in the passing of his uncle. He attended that and was part of that service, and so be in prayer for him. We will be having the star of the game. I can figure that one out. The scoreboard show, by the way, coming your way, courtesy of Milan Prevention Coalition, and the postgame courtesy of Gene Langley Ford. All of those coming your way, but they will be short because we need to get the scores with Robin fairly quick because there's a lot of bracketing to be doing. It is 4th down, and Milan's going to go for it. Coming in the corner, 50.
Caden Arrington.
And brought down.
Yep, gain of 5 on that. So he had a chance to kick it outside, and he did. Good tackle there by Mount Pleasant. So it's going to be it's actually going to be our 5th Jack Holland Marine Corps Detachment 4th down stop tonight.
You know, Bryce West, you got to be proud of that, man. Because usually you have one of these a game, maybe.
Maybe one.
Maybe
2 is a big night.
5 for you, Bryce.
You had 2. You had 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's for you, Bryce. So Mount Pleasant will get the ball, 2:08 to go, and I'm sure they'll just be content to hand it off 3 times and bring this to an end. I'm thinking, Scott.
They still got their starting quarterback in, they got a lot of the starters still in, except for the running back.
I would.
Milan still has their second teamers in.
Handoff, 50, 45, down to the 39-yard line goes the ball carrier. Mount Pleasant has a timeout. I doubt they're going to use that. They will stop the clock to move the chains. We're under 2 minutes now. Yes, Robin. Wow. So South Gibson, the only survivor tonight. All three of the other ones lose.
After all four won last week, 3 of the 4 lose.
Crazy. Handoff, and oh my, go down, young man. Oh, Jiminy. Braden Parrish was fighting for yards, and one of those second-teamers for Milan said, well, his name was Keelan Hall. Keelan, the sophomore, came up and said, well, if he ain't going down, I'm going to go ahead and help him.
And Gavin Rinks there was the first one to get him. He grabbed him from behind, held him up. Keelan Hall came in from the safety position to knock him down. 1 minute to go here in the ball game. Second down and 7 to go for Mount Pleasant at the Bulldogs. 36-yard line going left to right. Bulldogs up 42-16, clock under a minute to go.
Man, let me wish Michael Longmire a very happy birthday today of the Milan Public Utility Authority. And they're just going to take a knee and bring this to an end. They'll have to snap it one more time, though.
Snap, yeah.
Got to snap it again one more time before this one comes to an end. Your final score is going to be Milan 42, Mount Pleasant 16 will be the final. The Bulldogs advance to the next round. They will play East Nashville. They are up by 22 on Fairleigh. East Nashville leads Fairleigh 28-6. So East Nashville will be coming to Milan next week for what would be the quarterfinals. Your fourth quarter brought to you by McDonald's of Medina and Humboldt. As the seconds count down, they are not going to worry about, the 4-second difference. It's over. Milan wins at 42-16. Stand by. Coming up, we'll have your Gene Langley Ford postgame right around the corner on the Victory 93.7.
Playoffs for right now, what we've got next week. In 1A, McKenzie will go to Richland. That's our only West Tennessee team. McKenzie beat Greenfield 56-6. South Fulton eliminated 42-8. And Fayetteville, not a surprise here. They're really good, even though they came in 5-5. They come to Dresden, and Fayetteville knocks off Dresden tonight. They're up 34-15 late, so Dresden's season's going to come to an end. We know East Nashville leading big in the fourth. They're coming to Milan next week. Peabody's still down 28-14 midway through the fourth. The winner of that one will go to Huntington, who has defeated Lewis County tonight. In 3A, Dyersburg and Covington will meet in the quarterfinals next week at Covington. Dyersburg wins 52-35 at Fairview. Covington wins 56-14 at Sycamore. Westview is awaiting the Maplewood Melrose winner, which is not a final yet. In 4A, the only team survives South Gibson. They'll host Springfield next week. South Gibson wins 42-7 in that one. And in 5A, Henry County looks like they're going to be the only ones left in 5A, as they have beaten Nolensville tonight 31-24, but Munford falls to Beach tonight in a good one, 33-30. That game up in Hendersonville, so Munford's out 33-30. And on the Division II, this is the semifinals next week for a trip to Chattanooga. We know that USJ has won 28-7, but Providence Christian, Friendship Christian is tied with 28 with a minute to go, so USJ will go to the winner of that one. And TCA will go to Nashville Christian next week. TCA 49-0 over Middle Tennessee Christian. Jackson Christian season ends 42-14. Well, of course, we'll have the statewide scoreboard show coming up after the Gene Langley Ford pregame. Back to Johnny Hill Stadium with Steve Heyman and Scott Massey.
Thank you very much, Robin Coon. We appreciate that. There you go, sir. And we're on the Gene Langley Ford postgame show. We'll get the stats coming up in a matter of moments. Recap the scoring for you. Scoreless first quarter, second quarter, 10:04 mark, 86-yard touchdown pass. Summers to Johnson made it 7-0. 6:33 mark of the second quarter, the 35-yard field goal made it a 7-3 ball game. That is as close as they got from that point on. Pete then a 61-yard touchdown run made it 14-3. At the 3:12 mark, it was a 34-yard Summers to Cole pass that made it 21-3. That was your score at the intermission. Milan put a couple of touchdowns on the board. One of them was a 76-yard run by Pete at the 7:28 mark to make it 28-3. It was a 28-10 ball game after a 32-yard touchdown pass by Mount Pleasant, and then a 62-yard touchdown run by Pete at the 3:01 mark made it 35-10 Milan. Mount Pleasant scored with the 7:24 mark of quarter number 4 to make it a 35-16 game. And then with 6:44 remaining, Ty Hollingsworth made it 42-16. That was your final, and the Bulldogs win it by a final score of 42-16. Milan again will advance to what would be the quarterfinals. Their opponent is going to be East Nashville. East Nashville is leading fairly by a score of 28-6. So it'll be East Nashville. They will be at Fairleigh. Huntington will be at home next week. The Mustangs of Huntington are going to be hosting, it looks like, East Robertson. They were up by a couple of scores on the Peabody Golden Tide, and looks like it's going to be East Robertson coming to Huntington next week. And South Gibson will be at home. They will be hosting Springfield. The Hornets of South Gibson won it by a score of 42-7. Your postgame, again, being brought to you by Gene Langley Ford. We'll get to the scoreboard show with Robin Koo, the Milan Prevention Coalition scoreboard show, coming up very, very shortly. We'll get to the star of the game by Premier Dental in a matter of moments, but we have statistics, not an easy word to say, by one.
That's why we call them stats.
And I appreciate that.
All right.
One, Scott Massey, take it away, my brother.
Thank you again. Thanks once again to Casey Moore for doing the stats for tonight. First off, for Mount Pleasant, passing, they were 12 of 23 for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing the ball as a team, they had 29 carries for 113 yards. So that's a total of 121 plus 113 yards is 234 total yards of offense for Mount Pleasant. For the Bulldogs, Zach Summers, 4 of 9, 165 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. The leading receiver was Sonny Johnson. He had 2 receptions for 120 yards and a touchdown. Jay Cole had 1 reception for 39 yards and a touchdown. Jay Donaldson, 1 reception for 6 yards. Rushing the ball, the Bulldogs rushed it 23 times for 279 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns, led by Jaden Pete. He had 15 carries, 240 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You had Zach Summers had 1 carry for 5 yards. Terrence Moses had 1 carry for 4 yards. Ty Hollingsworth had 2 carries, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Leland Neely had 1 carry for no yards. Caden Arrington, 2 carries for 5 yards, and Ivan Braswell, 1 for -1. Passing, the Bulldogs had 165 yards total, rushing 279 for a grand total of 444 yards total offense for the Bulldogs tonight.
And the number of carries for Pete again was how many carries?
Pete had 15 carries for 240 yards.
My goodness. So he had 240 yards on 15 carries. I think that takes him over 1,000, or was he already there going into the game?
I think he was just short of 1,000 going into it, so he will easily be there now.
And three TD runs on the night, and correct me if I'm wrong here, of 61, 76, and 62 yards.
And the Bulldogs also a big area they're going to need to work on for next week. The Bulldogs had 9 penalties for 105 yards tonight, with 6 penalties for 80 yards in the second half alone.
Man, unbelievable. Wow. And a big win for the Bulldogs. And listen, I don't see how you could not give it to Pete when you have a guy that runs for 240 yards. I mean, yeah. I know he wins it a lot.
With the way that Pete ran the ball tonight, and with the defense that he plays, I believe that the Premier Dental star of the game is going to go to Jaden Pete with an outstanding performance by him. Great job.
Yeah. So let's give it to Jaden Pete, star of the game, brought to you again by your friends at Premier Dental. Your post game has been brought to you by Gene Langley Ford. And again, man, Scott, I was just filling a void tonight. Please keep Sam McElroy in your prayers. He, of course, in the loss of his uncle. He was there participating in the service that was held in Decatur, Alabama today. Sam will be back with Scott tomorrow when East Nashville will come to town.
Not tomorrow. Next Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Week from now. My bad. A week from tonight, it'll be East Nashville coming to Johnny Hale Stadium to take on the Dogs.
And I think I was listening that the weather is supposed to be great again next Friday night. So that's a big one with East Nashville. They were the favorites coming into the year in 2A. Played a very tough schedule. They're going to be a very, very tough team next week. Going to need all the Bulldogs faithful to pack Johnny Hale Stadium. And let's give the support to the Bulldogs that you've been giving them all year.
Absolutely. Man, Scott, enjoyed doing the game with you, sir.
I enjoyed it.
My privilege, man. Great job.
I enjoyed it.
Very professional. I thoroughly enjoy it. Hey, we'll be back with you next Friday. Y'all have an absolute blessed weekend. Make sure if you have an opportunity, you tell someone about the risen Savior. If you don't know him, if you do know him, get to know him better. For Scott Massey, Stevie Ray Heyman saying get ready now for the Milan Prevention Coalition Scoreboard Show. It's up next on the Victory 93.7.
In Milan, we've created a recipe for success.